Yo,
What is going on, everyone? What is up? What is up? I'm Richard with Bearded Bricks.
I'm Drew from Drew Bricks.
And I'm Gene from Camel City Brick House.
And I'm Lauren with Brightest Witch Bricks.
And you're watching. Can we just
That's
say
two in a row where you didn't cut somebody
I
off.
was gonna
That's
say we
first
nailed it
time
2
in
weeks
forever, dude.
No, that's 2 weeks in a row. What are you
That's
talking
two in a
about?
row.
It's 2 in a row.
That's for. It feels like the first time in
This
forever.
is the most unprofessional professional show you're gonna watch on YouTube, guaranteed.
That's very true. Very, very true. Oh man, how's everyone's week?
Here to watch pros at work, change channels.
That was 3 questions at once. Wow. All right, I'll go first. How was everyone's week?
Mine was
It was
good.
good. How about you?
Good. I was sick. I have really bad allergies, so I just started feeling better. So that was nice.
Yeah, we didn't think he was gonna be able to make it.
I thought I was gonna be dead.
So the good news is, if he does happen to pass, it'll be on stream, so
Yes.
the views are gonna skyrocket.
Drew dies. No more Drew dogs.
Can you make
True
it?
dies.
can you
We
make it
have a
really
whole bunch of
dramatic?
hurt dogs now.
Can you make it really dramatic, Drew, so it'll do a good short?
Yeah. Do one of those things where you like half
Smash that
die,
like
but then you gotta like half die and come back like you're fine, and then die again.
Right?
Yeah.
Just to like see if anyone's still watching.
Yeah.
We got some good people in the chat. Let's say
I
what's
know.
up.
Got Rob Claxton in the house already. Mr.
Claxton.
Nate Builds.
What's up?
EMS Bricks. EMS Bricks. Miss
Hey.
Renee is at Starbucks building and
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And Nate just got back into North Carolina in time to watch, but also in time to get another order from us.
There you go. That's
somebody's got to do them orders.
We got Cole here.
Everyone needs to keep Tori busy. If not, she
What's that?
tends to like wander off.
Gotta keep her down there. Gotta keep her working.
Lauren, Gene and Tori are husband and wife, and they own pretty much the only person that's near me, which is for a good thing. Bricklink store. So he keeps her in the basement at all times, so she doesn't like, get out.
Just to supply your orders, buddy.
Yeah, it's really weird when you go over to their house. They got like one of those little doors that are like got a little shelf on it, like in prison, where you just like slide plates of food. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of uncomfortable, but whatever.
So, Richard, to be honest, as for the dog, she has to fend for herself while she's down there.
Oh,
Dang. It's a rough life being a Bricklink store.
well, so we'll tell you, there's 2 refrigerators down there. I don't know about the food that's in them, but there's other stuff that's in them that'll be all right.
That's
You can-
scary.
You can survive
Yeah,
off
she'll
of
be
it.
fine.
That's scary.
I love watching Bricklink store vlogs and stuff. I watch a lot of those on, and I find it fascinating. The people that like don't collect at all and just run Bricklink. Like
see,
it's
that's
so interesting to me.
Right?
That's the problem with them is they collect and on
They
a Bricklink
collect
store.
and run Bricklink store. Well, it's like, like people like Jabo and like stuff like that. Like it's just like a little bit of here, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this.
Yeah,
One
but
of the
going to
coolest,
the Bricklink store, it allows you to do things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
one of the coolest things that I've seen or heard is I got a buddy who a lot of people know, but I'm not going to mention his name because I don't know if it's like out there, but he does have a Bricklink store. He opens his Bricklink store every January until he makes, I think he said it's like $6,000. Once he hits $6,000, he shuts it down because that pays for all of his travel to all the events that he goes to all year.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, that's genius.
it's genius. I mean,
But what?
It's paying for itself. But what I don't understand is like you say it's genius, but he still has to come out of pocket for the inventory to sell.
Yeah.
And
I mean, probably at least $3,000.
I don't think he's selling pieces. I think it's all like sets and minifigs. I think he keeps.
That makes sense.
He's a huge
Yeah.
mock
Be
builder, so I think
easier.
all the pieces stay to him.
That
And
makes sense.
if you wanted to be careful with taxes and stuff, depending on what he made, and like not make too much, like
Yeah.
or not want to have to put in the effort after real job work. Not that Bricklink can't be a real job. I'm not saying that. As can social media. I don't want to make anyone mad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
when
I
you're
don't
already
know.
working for the, like, if you have the man as a corporate job and then you want to do more, like, a jobby, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
But then you write off your flights and travel and hotel
Oh, trust
as
me,
tax write-off,
I never hear the end of that.
right? Which supposedly is going to be changing, I've heard, dropping down to 75%, then 50, then 25 for the next 3 years, which is going to suck.
Yeah.
But I don't run my own business, so I'm okay.
Well, I've had the opportunity. Well, this year's the first year because last year I spent quite a bit of money. And
No.
yeah,
You?
Us?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Quite a bit.
Money?
Not enough, I hear.
Well, I never said it was enough. I just said I spent quite a bit.
Yeah.
When you go to the restaurant and you get some really good food, you don't say, "Nah, that's quite enough." You just say, "That's quite a bit."
That's true. You got a point there. You got a point.
You're not saying you're tapping
to
out. You
go.
still got room to go, but
Yeah.
you're gonna take it easy for a little bit.
You got me there. Had me in the first half.
Well,
Definitely got me in the
it's
second.
always about what the second half matters,
Right?
The 8th inning is the only thing that matters. The 9th inning is just hoping to God it stays the same.
Yeah, very true. Unless you're a Dodgers fan, then you're all right.
Well, I don't know what that is. I'm a Braves fan, so
Oh, well.
Oh, so you don't have the option of winning.
yeah, by the 8th inning, we already won. We also got some other people like Lego Men 3000, 3600.
Yeah, my buddy Cole was
Oh.
up.
I did want to say 3000. I don't know why. Like Andre 3000, Lego Man
Yeah.
3000.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody's name right there. If you haven't.
One of our most consistent viewers, David Krause.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
I had messaged
Junior.
David. I didn't know somebody I guess hacked David's Facebook and made it seem like he was in like a fatal car crash. I don't know. It was weird.
People are weird.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. We got a Rusty Trahan in the building. Mr. Will, Porter 66.
Mm-hmm. And Greg Dillion 117 just popped up.
Porter said, "Hit that like
Don't hit it, smash it. Come on.
Click it, don't smash it.
There,
How you bop it, twist it,
do
pull it." But not like I don't.
Drew might be a little young for Bop It.
No.
Me?
No?
Oh,
No.
Drew.
I know what Bop It is.
Okay.
I was born in 98. I mean, I'm still young, but 98.
Yeah.
Right there.
I was born in 98. Wow.
Yeah. Real far.
My name's Drew, and I was born in 1998.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Hey,
What's
Mom.
weird to think about is like I remember going into like stores and seeing that like sign that was like you had to be born before 2001 to drink, and now it's like
Wow, right.
like it just keeps getting like older and older.
That's how time works.
Man, I remember when I was in school, it was like God, it was like 94. You had to be before 94 to drink 5 cigarettes. I was like, dang. I don't know though. That's one of those things that just I don't feel like I'm getting older. I feel like everything around me is getting older.
It's true, AJ. It's fine.
Except for Gene. Gene's definitely getting older.
I'm way old already.
He's like, oh, you feel old? I've been here.
David
I've been
said he
here.
graduated high school in 98.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't make me feel any better. I just make me feel like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So David graduated high school in 98. I was 17 years out of high school at that point.
I graduated high school in 08.
I graduated high school in 08.
Graduated in 84.
I know.
Where did
I
go?
graduated in 2017.
Nice.
We all finished. Yay.
Well, I mean, hey,
Uh,
nowadays that is a feat. I'm
Uh,
trying to figure out why my
Really
light
is.
isn't on.
Goblin Zero, what's up, buddy? How's it
What
going,
is
man?
up? What is up?
I liked your little go-kart thing. Those things were sick. I'm looking forward to having those on Good Morning Brick World. Hey, Greg Dillion and I are in the same age category. Very nice. Welcome to being young.
There's
Renee
just
said
a-
she graduated at
a
87.
swath of 20 somethings for the Lego community. And then there's this really weird, I feel a really strange gap of like mid 30s guys.
I feel like
It's
we're.
just not there.
I feel like me and your
Just
age is like the
fascinating.
weird one.
It is a weird, like, there's not
Because,
a
like,
lot.
It's like I
There's
always
growing.
feel like
It's getting more, but
I always feel like I'm like, man, I'm a little too old to be doing this. And then like you go to a convention and you see that like a lot of people there are like in their 60s and 70s.
oh yeah,
Like
you're fine. You're definitely like we trend to like definitely we bring the age, especially like in the girls category, like we bring the age down. Like the age down.
Well, I'm gonna let you know that you are like your age when it comes to females, your age and like younger, and then it's just like 60 years old.
Yeah, that gap is weird, and I don't understand it at all. And it's something that I continuously like look out for other like like a bell the Bellgram like diagram of like standard distribution of no, it does not exist in the Lego community. Sometimes there's just these weird gaps or just a lot of people at one end just because of an influx and Star
this
Wars
year
boys
at Brix Fair, Lauren's gonna be walking around with a clipboard like, how old are you?
Well, depending on if any of my friends go, I'm gonna have other things to be doing. I'm just kind of like I gotta.
Now, where exactly do you fit in this gap?
What's crazy about Brick Fair is, so I like. It's gonna sound really weird, but I don't have a group of people I like go to hang out with. Normally, it's like I know a handful of people there. I say hey, and then like I do my own thing or whatever. And last year I had I got a buddy to come. He displayed at Brick Universe and came like a good friend. He decided that he was going to come up, and then of course like Legion and his brother came, and they were with me every day except for the actual Saturday and Sunday when all the visitors were there. But it's like it's really weird because as I walk around and say like hey to all these people, like it's like Legion, for instance. Legion's 18 years old, and then you have people like on the complete opposite of the spectrum that know me really well, and they're in their 70s. And I'm like,
all walks of life.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the
I'm
fun.
not in my 70s, Richard.
well, 80s, whatever.
Yeah, give me a week or two.
The Goblin Zero said 53, graduated in 89. I was born in 89.
I was born in 98.
Well, while you guys are giving out all this information, can you go ahead and give me your mother's maiden name, last four of your
First pet.
social?
Yeah.
Your
First
first
street
pet's
you lived
name.
on. Yeah.
I'll give you my credit card. It won't work.
That doesn't do
Busy
it.
paying for car repairs with it.
Rich said he was giving me his card for the new order, so
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him my car.
card. I do need another car, but
I was gonna give you a car. You'd rather have my card than a ar?
Yeah, because then I could get the car that I want.
Are you sure?
No.
You have a lot of faith in credit cards.
No.
I was gonna say, yeah, look behind him at all the Lego and think about that. Do you really want that card now?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. My card, I did so. Gene and Tori, me and Haley were on our way to, I think it was Brickfest Live. No. We were on the way to Raleigh. I don't know. We were doing something. And I literally paid my credit card off in the car. Like, it was done. It was like, I owed $0 on it. A month later, go to Disney and come back, and I'm like, what the hell happened here?
Yep. That's how that works.
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone crying with them, like, no, someone stole my card. I promise.
And it was me.
Yeah.
Wait, I have 3 more days. I mean, let them use it for another 3 more days. It'll be okay.
Sir, you have 72 transactions in the last 2 minutes.
No, that's not me, but
that was me at Star Wars Celebration of just like ding, ding, ding.
I did
No, I didn't just buy 2 lightsabers. That wasn't me.
Yeah, I did really well at Disney. Like, so I'm one of those type of people that I don't know how to explain this. I am not old enough to where I look on a menu and know what I'm going to order at a new restaurant before I go to the restaurant. But I also like try to prepare somewhat. Oh, dude, there's Believe me, my mom is one of them. She will look at you tell her like, hey, there's a new restaurant. You want to go? She's like, well, let me see what the menu is. She'll go to the menu and pick out an appetizer and an entree that she's going to order before we even get there.
There are people like that. You need to know parking situation. Other than that,
I get parking.
Yeah.
I kind of like to leave the menu for a surprise.
Exactly.
First impression.
Some people do not like surprises.
Well, the other thing that sucks too, though, is if you get something in your mind and then you walk through the door and they have like that specials menu that they don't have on the menu, and you're like, man, now your whole mind is just screwed up. So now what do you do? But I planned when I went to Disney. I was like, I can only bring back so much. The money, I was like, screw it. Money's not an option. I have an empty credit card. It's the space. Yeah, exactly. I was like, it's the space. So I was sitting there and I was like, I'm going to buy one lightsaber because I can only fit it in the suitcase because it's going to come in a box and then I'm going to have to worry about the blade. So I like buy the lightsaber and they're like, well, if you don't really want to, do anything, you can play with it or whatever. But she was like, before you leave, you can bring it back here. And we actually, as long as you have your receipt, we ship it to your house. And I'm like, ooh,
pretty nice.
Don't tell me that. But I did.
Give me 3 of your finest laser swords.
All right, I'll take 2 droids, 3 sabers. Give me all your kyber.
So I don't want the droids. The droids are what I went against. I didn't get one. I did buy one lightsaber and left it alone. But this year, we done something even different. Somebody gave, I guess, some good insight in. They watch kind of often. I actually met them through Lego, and they were like, we go to Disney every year. He's like, here's what you do. You're not going to miss $20 out of every paycheck. He's like, every paycheck, when you go grocery shopping or whatever, buy a $20 Disney gift card. He's like, when you take it with you, if you do that for a year, you'll have a crap ton of money you don't realize you have. So me and Haley were like, well, instead of doing that, how about we both buy a $25 gift card every week? So we've been doing that for a year and a half. And
wow.
Yeah.
That is a lot of gift. That's probably pushing 60 gift cards right now.
Well, so the good thing is there's a website that Disney has through because all their gift cards are their own company, so you can go add gift cards together.
Okay,
that's nice.
Yeah. I'm not walking in there.
Consolidation. I was just imagining like this bum bag fanny
ball
pack.
out.
Oh, you need another one? Here you go.
Oh, that's 6 cards. Here you go.
Another one. Just a full fanny pack.
You're like,
not the thumb lick.
You pull out like a wallet. It's like this big, and you're just like, how many of these would you like, sir?
Fat Disney stacks, as Trevor says. Fat stacks.
You slide one. You slide one to the guy behind the counter. You're like, take care of yourself, partner.
It's like a chip.
Here's your
it's
tip.
Like chips.
Can I get the bill? The bill?
The waitress comes. There's just like 12 gift cards later.
Sorry, we were feeling like balling out today.
They all have weird amounts on them too. It's like one has $12.17, one has like $9.50, one has $1.45 because
left. Take it on the tip.
Yeah.
That's a pretty generous way though. That's very clever to have like an extra saving. It's like an extra savings account.
Yeah. Well, last year they weren't doing. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm like the oddball that goes to Disney. But when we went 2 years ago,
I love going to Disney.
We didn't do a meal plan because they didn't have it active, and this year they have it active again. So it was like, I'm not gonna lie, because we're going for a week and a half pretty much, and it was an extra $1,200. But according to the little like thing that they let you read, I've never done it, but according to other people and the little thing they let you read, I think that it's going to work out a lot better because we were spending a lot of money on food, and this takes care of it, or takes care of a lot of it. So, and plus it's free snacks, and I don't like. It sounds really dumb because of all the videos people watch, but I really didn't get that many snacks at Disney. I was like,
I love a pretzel and some frozen lemonade sitting on the train. That's a happy place right there.
I had neither of those.
It's amazing.
I did try all 3 flavors of the blue milk, which was odd. And the one thing that I feel like I screwed up the most about at Disney was I got into the Cantina bar.
Yeah, that thing's pretty sick.
Went in, saw it, and there was a lot of people in there. I was like, oh, we'll just come back later. I didn't know it was that hard to get into.
It's very hard to get
Yeah,
into.
like we were just like, well, we'll be back later.
That's not
Dude,
how
I
Disney
went-
works.
It's pretty sick. Like they have a whole drink that's boba, but it's like alien eggs.
Yeah.
And they like pop when you chew on them, which is kind of gross, but really refreshing at the same time.
Well, I mean, you literally feel like you're in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, dude, it's
It's a very
amazing.
immersive experience. Yeah.
I lived right next to Disneyland, California, man. That was the place to be.
I've told this story before, but I don't think Lauren's ever heard it. So like, my wife knows nothing about Star Wars, right? It's very little, like minimal. And she does know that like the red lightsabers represent the bad guys.
Bad guy.
Yeah. And then like she knows about like Anakin killing all the little kids.
Of course.
So we go in to do this whole lightsaber experience, and it's like about to get dark. I had no idea we were going to be in there that long. I get the red crystal. I pop it in there. I'm like walking outside. It's pitch black. It's in October, like right at Halloween, but you just see all these kids running around with blue and green lightsabers. And my wife, who is not the fondest of kids because of like how they are, she was
Same
like,
girl.
she was like, turn your lightsaber on and do what you've got to do. What was really funny about that was we went to the one in Florida, and like 2 weeks when we get back, I read a news article about apparently this guy who wasn't all there in the head, but in good character, he decided to buy his lightsaber and go around the park smacking people with it.
Mm.
That's not what you do. That's a treasured guest right there.
You give him the VIP.
We're gonna, sir, come with us.
Yeah. But he probably thought he was getting something really cool, and they were like, "Come on, let's go."
No, you are banned. Oh, and we're gonna drop you off outside. Have a good day, sir. Never come back.
He's just like
Thank
sitting
you
in
for
like
shopping at Disney.
We're gonna take your thumbprint and a picture. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a
Fingerprints?
magical
Okay.
evening.
it's like the scene in the Dark Knight Rises, or no, sorry, Dark Knight, not Dark Knight Rises, but when the Joker's in like the room being interrogated by Batman, and it's just like some guy sitting there while like Mickey Mouse is yelling at him.
I know
What
what
was
you're
your
talking about.
intentions?
I don't know.
What has everybody been? I know Drew asked, but what's everybody been up to this week?
Dying.
Nothing. Dying.
Working.
Chilling. Working.
I've just been in the hospital, so.
You have the perfect schedule to run a Brickling story because you're what, 4 days on, 4 days off?
No, right now I'm more of 8 nights on, 6 nights off. But I've picked up most of April, and I picked up a lot of March.
So you have a Lego addiction.
So I have a mortgage and student loan payment and Lego problem. So to do all of those things, and I like Harry Potter and Star Wars. So to do all of those things takes a lot.
Yeah, if
with
anybody,
a person who is on their own.
if
It's
anybody
not like
doesn't,
any Harry Potter stuff's just coming out or coming out, right?
No.
well, that's what I was about to say. If anybody doesn't know Lauren, she is like the Harry Potter girl, and not only that, those are the two like most highest price themed.
Oh yeah, that IP tax.
At least with Harry Potter, like that stuff
tax, I
goes
like
on
that.
clearance pretty fast. I know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good sales. It's always fun to get the first round. Everything like comes out as long as you're going to build it. I've taught myself if I'm going to build it within the first like ride the hype wave, blah blah blah. I really enjoyed building the March wave when it first came out.
I was really unimpressed with the March wave.
It's fine. It didn't blow me away, but it was a nice appetizer. It was a nice appetizer for I think what's going to come.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Everyone kept saying they're redoing the castle, like they're going to make the buildable castle again. And I was like, I'm so down, and like nobody said anything. And that's one of the things that Harry Potter doesn't really get leaked like that. Like the Sorting Hat got leaked, but really nothing else.
No, because people just don't care like they do other themes. Like it's cool, it's really hype, but I think the leaks are getting a little bit more like cinched in.
Oh yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
we've talked about that quite a bit. If you're out
So-
there showing leaks, there's a good possibility you might disappear.
Yeah. Lego's coming back. They're coming
Yeah.
back
So
hard.
it's always fun, and like I think we'll get. I don't think we'll get pictures like soon, but like May it'll happen. But
Well-
it's going to be exciting. I think there's a lot of progress, but I am a Harry Potter completionist so far as well. I don't know when I'm going to get off that train. Everyone else, Holly, Rosie, Topic Bricks, like they've all jumped off that train, and I'm the only one still on that train. So I'm just going to keep going until I can't anymore, or I'm like really fed up. But I have this really weird addiction to like, I love seeing all of one set together. Like like, give me a 5th Hagrid's Hut. I'm down. Give me a UCS Hagrid's Hut. Now I can display them all together and they look having the same thing all like together. It's interesting to me.
Well,
like,
that's the
especially with
one
Lego.
thing that Harry Potter does that I think is so cool that Star Wars doesn't, is like an X-Wing is an X-Wing. But like Hagrid's Hut, each time they've came out with it, they've changed it. They, like
I think it really reflects a lot of the designers always said that like, and it's kind of a cop out, kind of not. Like I appreciate both sides of that. Of just some people are super obsessed with like, this isn't 3rd movie accurate. This is the hut from the 1st movie and the Chris Columbus. But then Alphonso Cuarón took over this one and blah blah blah. So it's really cool because everyone like, since it's coming from books that are really the canon material, everyone gets a chance to kind of see and build their own, like what did they have in mind for the castle when they first thought about it, and when they like all the directors that came in, they projected their own sites for like how Hogwarts was, and of course you had kind of the author playing a part and like puppeteering a little bit, but still it's just this reiteration of there's so many different things you can do, and that's the magic of Harry Potter that I think lends itself, is that there's so many different ways you can really like see it and interpret it. So I think that's what gives the castles new life. And like, there's Sand Green, Team Sand Green, guys. I'm Team Sand Green over here.
Yes.
But
Yes.
like gray, Sand Green, big, little, combining play sets, not all together like the micro scale.
I almost bought that micro scale castle when we were at.
It's still out, 2018 to now,
No,
baby.
well, I was
It's
talking
the
about that.
Millennium
Sorry, I'm
Falcon
talking
of
about-
Harry Potter.
I'm talking about the new one.
Oh yeah, the small one. It's downstairs. But
the
that one's
big one-
lovely.
The big
That
one I
one's
have.
really lovely.
Yeah, the big one I have.
I highly suggest the micro scale castle. That one's cute. Of all the new ones, it's definitely the one.
That's got to be my favorite like released Harry Potter set in a while. I don't
think
like
that's
the
for a
Sorting
lot of
Hat.
people.
I don't like the Sorting Hat.
It's weird. I enjoyed building it because it was fascinating how they got like the technic in that, and there's a couple of Easter eggs in it as well that I really appreciated. That shows the care that the Harry Potter designers put in. Harry Potter eats well. Like, listen, we get minifigures, we get printing on minifigures, we get new molds and random sets for like a Grindylow. Pygmy Puffs were exclusive to just this like playset Wizard Wheezies. Like, it's just random, and so
the really
one of the great
cool
things.
thing about everything with Harry Potter. So I've always talked about doing like a Harry Potter like build.
Mhm.
I really want to do a minifig scale Great Hall.
Yeah.
Just because like I've not ever seen it done. Like the build you had last year is probably I'm gonna
2
say
years ago.
Was it 2 years ago
It
now?
was 2 years.
Oh, it was because you were 2 years ago. You were where I was last year. So it's been 2 years.
I still have it packed up. I have it's exactly where it came back to me in Brick Fair, Virginia, all those years ago, and I'm just like, oh my god. Or no,
That's
Chicago. But
But
yeah,
That's like, it's very odd that you see something like that because normally people just have like a couple sets put out or something like there was
Harry Potter's underrepresented at cons for sure. Now, unless you either have a giant layout of a Hogwarts, which there have been some really good ones, like things that I could never do alone. But otherwise,
was that last? It was 2 years ago when the guy had, when you walk through the door, he had the whole entire Hogwarts set
I
up, wasn't
think
it?
so.
It wasn't last year, because last year
My
there was someone off to the
Virginias
side.
are mixing into each other because this year, 2 years ago, that was Hogwarts. Because last year, it was Geonos. It was
Yeah.
David's Geonosis.
Yeah, Hogwarts was off to the. They had another person's Hogwarts that was off to the side over in like that back corner.
Yeah, I mean, and it was still it was nice. It was a nice layout, but there was an amateur builder built a pretty good. He took it to Chicago. Pretty good sized Great Hall, and he's doing he's using it as the scene of the final Great Battle this year. So I think he's going to bring that back. I think he's.
So that's actually a really neat idea, because you could use that and do like a mock for all.
I have plans for a large Great Hall rendition, but I want to do it right, and I just wasn't able to pull it.
Well, see, like I've got
I know, kind of like your Battle of the Bulge like attempt. It's just like it just was going to take too much resources, that I wanted to do it right. I want it to have movement. I want it to have lights. And that's just not something that I was able to like build and learn all of that and get it to the state that I would want to show it off at, because I have this vision and I'm going to make it happen, but I don't know when it's going to happen.
I've been doing so much homework for this Battle of the Bulge thing. Like
I'm in the weeds.
It's so unreal. Like I'm sitting here like learning things, and I've realized like I'll start a video on YouTube, and like 6 hours later I'm like,
wow,
that's how they did that. Wow. Like I was telling Drew, I just happened to be watching some random. So I'm actually a mechanic, but
no, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not. I just act like I am. I'm actually a nurse. But I have like a spare monitor in my toolbox that constantly has stuff playing, and I just like listen to it, and it drowns out like all the other crap going on. And like today I found out that there was a vehicle that we had in like World War II that you could just shoot the tire for like 35 times in a row, and it just kept inflating itself. And I was like, where's that technology on cars? You run over one nail, and next thing you know, you're on like the side of the highway.
Because it doesn't sell. You can't replace it for a billion times.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have a job.
Tires are the one thing that I don't care to do, so I'm all right with not doing tires.
They're not fun.
It's that planned obsolescence thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Nothing can last too long.
Mm-mm. Tell that to my car right now.
Mayo says the only Harry Potter set I own. I'm just going to bypass that. The only Harry Potter set I own was the 2010 Nightmare. Actually, other than the castle, I got rid of every Hogwarts set. I mean, every Harry Potter set I have. I sold them all, except I kept all the figs, and I kept the big ones like Diagon Alley. I kept the Ministry of Magic. I have Pivot Drive. I have what's the house that like it separates?
Number 13 Grimmauld
Grindelwald, isn't it?
It's Grimmauld Place. Grimmauld Place.
But yeah, I kept those three.
12 Grimmauld Place.
Does that mean you're excited about the Harry Potter being redone by HBO Max?
I'll take it. I'm one of the weird ones that I just never really got like really into the movies. I don't rewatch them. I've probably watched all of them maybe once or twice.
Really?
And I really enjoy alternate endings and like some fan fiction and like exploring the different universes. And it's more, I can almost be considered like quite a casual fan, but an obsessed casual fan of just like, I don't like to get into the nitty gritty, like the details and like, oh, this is one person, you know, I really like that very fluid, enjoy.
You like the universe.
I just love the universe and the feel of it. And it's really magical. I think it's cool. And that's what they're going to do. They were going to remake it sometime, and I'm going to really enjoy a darker version of like a series that could actually explore and give it the room it needs in the later story, like in the later books, to really tell it.
What I think a lot of people don't realize is because there's some people I know that are against it, and they're like, "Well, it was done once, like you're never gonna be able to do it again." Like,
yeah, Lord of the Rings is going to be made again.
Yeah,
just like everything else. If it's successful, it's going to be made again.
The really cool thing that I like about it is they've said that there's going to be like 8 to 10 episodes a season, and each season is going to be a book.
Yeah.
Well, people don't realize, or like I guess they don't realize that HBO Max is an hour-long episode.
Oh yeah.
Which means you have 10 hours telling one book.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to fill it with something. Like you can't, it's not gonna be just every little thing out of the book per scripture. It's gonna be some made up stuff in there, and I think that's really where it's gonna. I think
it's gonna be cool. You're gonna have the people that are regardless, you're gonna have people that are like, we shouldn't be remake, like Harry Potter's canceled, blah 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 blah. But it's gonna be successful because Hogwarts Legacy incredibly successful. Like all of these things have been incredibly successful. The only thing I am, unfortunately, what comes with this territory is that there's going to have to be kid actors that are dragged through what is already known, like that people have already been put through, like a group of child actors have already been put through, and it's not easy. And they're going to be continuously compared to their counterparts. Is it still worth just the stacks of cash and getting to play those iconic characters? Absolutely. But that is something that I hope they have and prepared for, because that I do think about that and I'm just like, man, that's going to be hard.
See, that's really strange though, because on the Star Wars scene, like, Drew knows Star Wars a lot more than he knows Harry Potter, I believe. But like, Star Wars will never have that. Like, there'll never be another Anakin. There'll never be another it's it. That Harry Potter.
I wouldn't say I don't think I'd ever say never. You never say never.
I will 100%. There will never be. I think that Star Wars is the one franchise that we have that will never be remade. It'll just be added to.
I would agree with that. I'd put more money on that, but I would not. I'm always going to keep a couple of chips over here for like a random, it's like the 00 on the roulette wheel, and I'm like, highly unlikely. But I'm not going to say never. I'm not going to say never on that. But it is weird how that canon is treated and how hollow. It's like this is sacred ground that no one's allowed to touch or else.
I just think that if they were going to do it, they would have already done it.
Yeah.
Especially now that Disney's in control.
Fair. That's fair.
Well, they've been talking about remaking the last 3.
Yeah, but they were talking about that for an alternate universe.
Yeah, you got
that's just because Disney owns Marvel, and they're like, well, know what we did here? Let's screw this up too.
What's up, Brick Labs Hivester?
What's going on, Brick Labs? That's one of the things. Like, I guess Harry Potter's its own entity. It's not really owned by anybody. Like Star Wars is owned by Disney now.
No, it's kind of universal. The Wizarding World because pretty much JK sold those rights and stuff, so they can churn out as much product, merch, content, whatever they want.
Yeah,
on it.
And see, that's the thing that you'll never see Star Wars do. Like Star Wars is I don't know.
It's interesting.
Disney gave us 22 amazing movies in Marvel that were flawless, and I don't care what you say. Other than they had Mickey Rourke playing Whiplash, the movies were flawless. And then they went and screwed it all up.
I think I really enjoyed the first 10. Like I was up to date on the first 10, and these are a solid. And then I got lost.
Up until
tapped out.
You miss one thing, and it's like, then you miss 5, and then you miss it.
Then next thing you know, you look up and it's Iron Man 4, and I'm like, wait, Iron Man 2 just came out. Like, what happened? Like,
exactly.
The crazy, I think when I realized it was after Endgame came, and we were already on Spider-Man No Way Home. I had seen every movie in the theater. Like,
Toby is still my Spider-Man, so
There you
I
go.
just like growing up, we'd look up and like, who's Spider-Man now? Like you have Toby, and then randomly like a blip of Andrew Garfield was like, nah, again, nah, again.
I mean, like I definitely agree with that, like your statement, but Tobey Maguire was like the worst one.
Oh, hush. Get out of town.
Are you sure about that?
I am.
I politely
Does that mean we you don't like to put all your money into one basket, but can we go ahead and start placing some chips on this roulette wheel to when we hear, well, Daniel Radcliffe is my Harry Potter?
Oh, that's easy chips. That's just like, I'll take both black and red, please.
See, I don't care about Daniel. Replace Daniel, but never replace Draco Malfoy.
Emma and Tom Felton, man. Like you're
Emma,
not gonna get...
Emma's one of the ones that I wish they would have replaced.
She's too pretty. She's not one of that.
No, it has nothing to do with any of that. It was just like,
I think she's brilliant.
I think that her
Hermione.
character was done really well, but I just wished it was somebody that was more snobby.
Yeah, like in the books, it's like that. She's
a know-it-all.
Just an
I mean,
icon,
100%.
man, though.
She's a know-it-all.
Yeah, but early Hermione was really good.
That used to be like, because you got to realize that I grew up with like Harry. Well, I guess you're the same age. Like we grew up with Harry Potter. Like that was
yes. Like
Emma,
it came out right along like 11, 12, 13. Like the movies were just coming out with us.
So I read all of the first 4 Harry Potter books, and I started to read the 5th one when they dropped the fact they were coming out with the movie. I was collecting, like, I had like the Harry Potter board game. I was playing the Harry Potter video games on like PlayStation 1. I had the Harry Potter card game. I had like the Harry
more of a know-it-all. I don't like how
yeah, like I had the Harry Potter action figures, and like the first instant they came out with that first movie, I was like, I'm not reading any more of these books.
You stopped?
I've went back and read them since, but
Okay.
yes.
All right.
So I waited till the last movie came out before I went back and read 5, 6, 7, and
Listen,
5.
5. You are probably better off not reading 5. 5 was a dark book that just started off dark and got darker, and I was not in a good place after I found. If you were in like anywhere near like middle school, high school, and you read that, it was just like, it's already an emotional time. This wasn't a great.
Well, like it's so weird anyway, because the whole time you're reading the books or watching the movie, like my wife had never seen Harry Potter until last year. We watched them all. And like the whole time you're like, Harry and, Hermione are going to hook up. And then it's like, wait a minute. It's Ron.
Worst decision. You know what? You can have they should have replaced Emma. I'll 100% be on the train of Ron and Hermione should have never ended up together, and nor should she have ended up with Harry. So
you don't think so?
No.
You think she should have left with what's his name?
I was kind of a Draco shipper myself, like a redemption arc. Not gonna lie, I was one of those girls later on in life. She could have stood her own. Like she didn't need to end up with one of the main guys. Like
I wish that. So
maybe even Neville.
What,
I don't know.
What you just said is something I really hope that they do with this new show is they have every character as themselves versus a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like the first movie, for instance, like I know that it's a movie and they have to cram everything in together, but I mean you have like
trio.
Yeah. Well, you have like an hour and a half into it. None of them have ever done a spell before. And next thing you know, like they're casting their way into the Chamber of Secrets, like they've read an encyclopedia on what to do.
That was true. As someone who did not grow up with Harry Potter or read the books or watch the movies until like about 2 years ago, I was kind of confused, but it was good.
Well, like when they drop down into the
Devil's Snare.
Yeah, the Devil's Snare. They're don't freak out. Really, everybody's gonna freak out. She's like, just stay calm and you'll fall through. It's like no.
Good thing Hermione pays attention to herbology. It's a good one. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But I don't know, that it's just a lovely thing, and I am excited for it to be darker, for it to you know, them to explore other things and other themes and them to really like get in the nitty gritty. But I'll probably watch it casually. I don't know if I'm going to immediately watch it on episode release, but we'll see what happens. I'm not mad, but I just love the fact that everyone was like, Harry Potter Lego is going to end. They don't have anything else to do. And And I'm just like, it ain't ending. There's too much. Do you see the bunny in the Wizarding World? They're building a new one. Harry Potter Lego's not going anywhere. Okay. Like, it was just so, it was funny.
They're gonna rebuild the same set, but they're gonna be like, well, we changed 4 pieces in it.
And you're going to buy it. And deal with it. Yes.
And we removed the figure.
I have 5 Hedwigs. Like, what is the obsession with this bird? But I'm just going to be a 6th. So.
I mean, people have no room to talk. They've bought another R2.
Yeah.
And I'll keep buying R2s. Okay. I'll buy every R2 they come out with. That's for sure.
Why R2?
Because I love him. He's my favorite.
They missed a huge opportunity with that. They should have never put R2 and Darth Malak together and made another set. What they should have done with all of the like hype from the show and it being the 25th year is that should have been Chopper.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that.
That thing would have shot off the shelf. So, because the only reason people are buying that is to get the Malak figure. Yeah. That's the only reason.
I'm buying it for R2, okay? Because I want all sizes of him. And just like I like to display my Hagrid huts and expresses to get my trains together, except this one because it's too big. I'm going to have my little R2. And then, I mean, this is, I don't know if we plug other people on this channel, but Tommy C. Brix came out with a really cool chopper like build. So I'm building that.
Is it big?
It's in the same MIDI scale as R2. And he's come out with other like mech droids, Astro Droid mods to R2, that R2 set. So you can like do different things with it. So I'm definitely planning.
Is it a mod from the R2? You just replace
Chopper, I think, is a fresh build that is at the same scale as R2. The others are the mods. The Astro mechs are the mods.
I was going to say, I've seen somebody take the R2 set, the one that came out before, like the bigger one, and I forgot the name of it, but it's like there was the dark green pieces to create I think it's like R2 something. It's the dark green one from the Resistance, Rebels.
I didn't know there was a pink one until like 4 weeks ago.
There's every color. It's like Power Rangers.
Yeah, pretty
They're
much.
Infinity Stones. You got to collect them all.
I'm white. Chopper and R2 seems to be the ones with the like most personality and like the most fleshed out. But I am such a casual like Star Wars fan, like super casual. Like I love the universe. I would love Ahsoka. I've seen all the movies, like the canon movies. I'm missing some in between, but I still have a guest room dedicated to it, and no one can tell me I'm not a real Star Wars fan because I went to Star Wars Celebration. So, but it's just good. Favorite character Leia. Like I'll buy as much artwork as I want. It's good.
Have you seen that in this Jabba sail barge? It's not called Slave Leia.
Yeah, not sail barge Leia. But dude, I've been having my argument with my friends. I just love talking about Lego and all the conspiracy theories, but I'm just like, guys, if they can do Ariel in a seashell bra, if they can do all of this stuff, they're gonna do it. Like
they're not gonna call it slave.
They're not, of course not.
Well, that's the thing that I don't think people realize is
prisoner Leia, Jill. You can come up with every other name that you need to. It doesn't matter.
This is like, it's really odd to like. Well, this conversation in the first place is kind of like odd to have with people, but like a girl wearing a bra is still covering up technically what she's not supposed to be covering up.
Yeah.
So
it's a bathing suit on all how many minifigures are in bathing suits? It's just fascinating to me that now what they do with other markings on the individual, we'll see. I mean, I have yet to I'm curious to see if they're going to do like a different version of the bikini or whatnot. Like I'm super curious what it's going to look like. I still bought one of the OGs just in case because that was a really well done fig.
I'll have to look it up, but I forgot what minifig it was. There was a minifig in the new Little Mermaid clamshell that was also a mini doll.
Mhm.
And the mini doll, like, cleavage was very, very, like, abnormally large compared to the minifigure. The minifigure didn't have any.
Right.
Which
I don't think there's going to be those markings on the minifigure. I'm
You don't think
curious,
so?
but I
Well,
don't
what's
think.
weird is why it would be that way and not be reversed, because the clamshell is the 18 and older set and not the mini doll.
Yeah, but I mean, the mini doll is a weird. The mini doll has a little bit more of a form.
Yeah,
Like there's something there.
There's a
like
mold.
even like practice. So I think maybe that's kind of why. But I mean, anatomically, it's correct. I don't mind if there's markings or not. I could care less. I'm
Yeah.
not in the like. I want the figure. It's a screen accurate. Like it's not. Like she kills Jabba. Like spoilers, but she
Spoilers.
Spoilers on this 30-year-old movie, guys.
Spoilers. She killed the
Spoilers.
slug.
She kills him. Pretty badass.
He did.
He goes
But,
down
uh,
the
Part
street,
where that's my problem.
put him in the street like a dog.
He's
Hi,
dead.
Jabba.
I said, Jabba, why do you die? I wouldn't have died like that.
So I don't know.
We need to edit that as one of the videos that we have like the ability to play.
I said, Jabba, you own a big sail barge. I own a big sail barge. Why do you
Like,
care
do
like
you
that?
know what he's talking about?
I know what he's doing, but I don't necessarily.
Shane Gillis is a comedian who does like a reenactment of when we killed that
Abu, Abar,
Yeah,
Abadi.
the guy, and like apparently like he literally like, well, not apparently, he literally had like, he was there where it happened and immediately had like a press conference where he was like videotaped live, and he was like, we drug him in the middle of the street and killed him like a dog.
We had beautiful dogs.
Yeah, he was like,
They were
we have
great
beautiful
dogs.
dogs. He was
I
like,
said, Abu, why do you cry, Abu?
yeah, he was asking him like why he was crying. It was,
I wouldn't have cried.
It's pretty good.
but like it's pretty funny. We just need to get that edited in. That,
Yeah.
and I want that, like, where you get that cheese from, Danny.
Where you get that cheese from, Danny?
Now she's lost.
A bit, yeah. But I appreciate it. One of the on Dropout, there's Brennan Lee Mulligan, another comedian. He also does D&D. He does a really funny like Trump impression of like Sauron. Like not the real king of Gondor. Like that's a really good impression too. That it's just
I said Mordor.
Balrogs. Everybody gets a Balrog.
Balrog.
So we all know
Make
that
Middle Earth great again.
we all know that you're huge into Harry Potter and Star Wars, but does that mean you're buying the Lord of the Rings tower too?
I was never a Lord of the LOTR girl. I'd never read the books. So I'm kind of an imposter syndrome there in that kind of crew. I did buy Rivendell because it's gorgeous. And I felt like the fantasy book girl that I was and am. I don't know. I don't have a place for the tower. I have a whole house of Lego. I have a house to myself. And I need a corner for LOTR, and I don't know where I would put the tower.
I passed on Rivendell.
The
just
bathroom,
because
big centerpiece.
Yeah.
Listen, Drew, don't
Just,
even
like,
get me
sitting on the
started.
toilet
I
staring at
have
the tower.
thought about redoing the bathroom in DC just
There
so
you
that
go.
I could get some
What?
Batman stuff.
Oh, I
Just
guess
a
you would
deep-
put the crap in the bathroom, right?
Hey,
Ah,
I love 89 Batman. The campy movies.
I said Batman,
lived
greatest
Just
hero.
for.
because Lego did one Batman set correct doesn't mean that the
Lived.
full
I
bathroom.
I really enjoy the thought of the shadow box. I don't like the price tag. I don't like how
I would
like
never buy that.
how chunky it is, or how you have to open it up. But I like the idea of it. It's been better executed than some things, and I love the Art Deco art style, like the animated series. That, like, I don't know, it was just very reminiscent. Am I going to buy it? Probably not, because
Now we got
I
Trevor
wouldn't
going to
go
jump
say
in.
like that. I
Trevor's going to
Lego.
spend the next hour and a half defending DC.
There you go.
So anyway, Tower in the guest room. LOTR guest room, maybe like TBD.
you go.
But the thing that's gonna get me is that gift with purchase.
Oh,
I want to know what the like. It looks like a really nice Lord of the Rings gift with purchase, and if it's cool, I have to buy the tower.
So I didn't buy Rivendell just because of the simple fact that I don't know much about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I've tried to watch the movies. They're just too long. They don't get my attention.
And that's not even the director's cut. You were talking about
Yeah.
an hour per episode.
Yeah,
That's what the director's cut. That's the genius thing that Lord of the Rings
Trevor
did.
said, "Send me a link. I'm gonna fight in the stream." I just don't like. I don't know. I've never. Every time I've ever like sat down to be like, all right, I'm gonna watch this movie.
let me tell you, it's beautiful.
Like
It
I
is
get up and walk
Costco
away.
limited edition. Yeah, I'm old enough to know what that is.
But now, like on the other hand, when it comes to
Soundtracks.
like
It's
other
great
movies-
background. It was the background of our generation, like of a very large portion of our generation, Rich. It was the background movie. Like you put on the director's cut, you had 5 hours. Great soundtrack, great like extended cuts.
I have only watched one movie on the director's cut. I'll
Beautiful.
admit that.
Beautiful.
And it was a beautiful movie, and I guarantee that I'm like one of 5 people that watched it, and that was The Hateful Eight.
It was not what we were looking for. Okay.
That movie gets me just because it's so fat. Like for one, I'm a Quentin Tarantino fan.
Okay.
But the fact that he had a whole 4-hour movie that took place in one room, like that was it. The whole movie takes place in like the outside in one room. In the one room, people keep coming in. Like they nail the door shut. Guess what? You got people coming out of the floor. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll sit down and watch Lord of the Rings. Maybe
It's
You
a
should.
lot. It's a lot though. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay.
And see, that's the thing though, is I'm a completionist in the fact that I would have to watch that and The Hobbit. So now you've got 15 hours worth of movies.
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of building ahead of you, buddy.
But what is it? Minas Tirith? Is that the white fortress? I
Yes.
can't remember. But I think that would, if they do anything else, I think they're just going to do large sets. I don't think they're going to come out with any play sets. Ooh, or
Well, see, I always loved the Lord of the Rings sets just because
you got to do the dragon. They got to
the
do
organs.
Smog again.
I don't think they'll do a Smog again just because that Smog is so expensive. It's expensive. It's kind of like I feel like
point. That's why you would do it again, because it's supply and
like
demand.
I will take my chips away from you on that one. I think that Smog is the same thing as Queen Amidala. We'll never see another one.
Ooh, this is true. Touche.
I think it's a one and
I
done.
want a new costume, Amidala. We need. I think they'll do that, but I don't
really
think
wish they would have done her in her senator dress.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like I don't know where it would fit in.
Ooh, we'll have to get her in her wedding dress or not her wedding dress. Well, yeah, she's in that one thing.
Mm-hmm. Episode 2.
That one.
I mean, technically, we have a pregnant. Well, she's not really pregnant, but the one that came with the gunship, where she has like her stomach showing, like her half shirt or whatever, her tube top.
Technically pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, she was pregnant in that scene.
Are you assuming?
I'm assuming.
Timeline.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, it ain't my fault he was 12 and she was 18.
But she's
when I was young and those like those prequels came out and it was just like really, I mean they were fun but like really oddly received, like especially like as a kid trying to feel out the Star Wars crowd and you had all these adults that were mad. It was weird. I like as a young girl I'm like she looks like to be at least older than high school and he yeah, like I'm confused. I was.
Meanwhile, 10-year-old me is standing in the mirror like I could get Natalie Portman.
I can do it. I got it.
I can make her fall for me. I know how to make cars.
Yeah.
My wheels never pop.
You ever see me turn rich?
Oh man.
But yes. I don't know. I guess I'll have to sit down and watch it.
I mean, and that's part of the. I'm it's continuously, there's always excitement for the new year, new round, a new breadth of designers and stuff, like, because like even this last year's Harry Potter wave, we've seen things that we've never seen before. We've gotten things that we never thought we'd get. Like,
well, I'm on a rare team that not a lot of people are, but I think Star Wars is never going to be any better.
Ooh.
I just don't.
Just downhill from here.
Well, the only thing that gets people attention now is bigger and better. But when they build bigger and better, it becomes a UCS set, and then people complain about it. Like the fact that
don't they still buy it?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. But
you can complain all you want, but they're gonna buy it.
That is the Star Wars community in a whole. Everybody in the world. I've been complaining about this for 2 years now. Like, why do you talk so much trash about everything and then go buy it?
Yeah,
like it's
you gotta
so
vote
dumb.
what you want. Yeah,
everyone's
absolutely.
like, they'll have a table and they're like, well, all 9 of these X-wings look alike, and I'm like, well, they were all 7.
You have all 9 of them.
They do yellow over age, though.
Yeah. You leave it out in the sun.
Yeah, they change over 9 years.
Yeah, it's curious. I mean, I don't think they'll do some things like in the way that they were able to do, but I'm once again not a vintage. Like, I don't know a ton about Lego Star Wars. I'm just along for the ride and I'm having a good time. And I buy what I like and it's really nice and I want more Ewoks. That's all. That's really all I'm asking. And a new Gungan ship. I would like a new Gungan
That would
ship.
be cool. A new Cataran.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was another thing that I can't believe they didn't I think that it was an underestimated thing, but like, why didn't they release another one if this is they're doing the movies coming back to theaters this year? That would have been a perfect release.
Yeah.
Like, Jabba's cell barge would have been perfect last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would buy a UCS Gungan ship.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be interesting if
Big Fish.
I don't really know. Big Fish.
Really big fish.
Big Fish and Gungan ship.
I think it would be a good like early UCS ship, like the Luke's Landspeeder wave ship, like Luke's Landspeeder level of UCS.
Well, it's never going to be as cool as Luke's Landspeeder.
Listen, I still haven't. I'm so behind. My Star Wars backlog is really impressive, so I can't say anything.
I've got
buying Lego and building Lego, 2 different hobbies. Okay.
I've got a whole bunch of backlog for like the first time ever, and the only Star Wars set that I have that's like, well, I do have over 100 battle packs that are just like chilling.
Yeah.
But I do have the new gunship because we had somebody in the chat that was challenging me to say they could build it faster than me.
Ooh.
So I bought it. I'm waiting on there. Well, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on him to buy it so we can go, because I'm gonna let you know that he's, once again, we'll go back to the roulette wheel. He's not winning. That's not a 50-50 shot. That's like a 25-25 at best.
Listen, when Rosie and I were like going against each other for this, like the big red train and Green Gots, I'm just like, I'm not letting you win this time. I'm beating you so hard. I'm a fast builder.
They I really
big red crane.
Big red train. Big red train.
Train, not crane.
Oh. Train.
What?
I think he thought you said crane.
Oh, crane. No crane.
He was like, cranes? We're talking about
Cranes?
cranes? Yeah. Let me tell you guys, I got a lot of cranes.
Automobiles?
No, just train.
He got really happy, and then all of his emotion died right back down once he realized we weren't talking about cranes.
I'm done.
He said, it's past my bedtime, guys. Can I go?
Gene, do you have any orders for us, or did y'all do
Well, it did until we didn't have any cranes to look at.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be all right. It'll be all right. Nobody wants to see cranes anyway.
No GBC?
Oh, what's up, Shy?
Dude, where's the GBC community?
What's up, Extra Bricks?
Letting us down.
Now, I will say that
Show me the GBC.
There's a really cool, I guess you could call it a crane, that got released today on Brickmania. Now, that's a crane.
How much is it?
It's the instructions. So it's only like, I don't know how much it is to build. If you're going to spend like $24, $25, I don't know, with shipping and taxes on like the instructions in the sticker pack, but you get an M88A2, which has a crane attached to it. Wow. So what else could you want with a crane other than a 50 cal and a rifled barrel attached to it? Because That's
Money.
what I want my crane to have.
Lots and lots of money.
That's an extension to Apocalypse Bird.
Yeah.
So Lauren, what
DLC.
we do, I don't know if you've watched any of these segments.
Oh, I've
one
watched.
thing-
I've been catching up on the lore and the I need to know what I was.
Yeah,
getting
she was
into.
like, is there anything I need to know? And I was like, no, this isn't like an interview. I was like, we're not gonna grill you. It's just really like a bunch of us. Like,
I need to come prepared for something. Is there a
Feels
show
like I
and
watched-
tell segment?
it was like I watched the lore, and I was like, wait, we have a lore.
You have lore. There's
Oh,
lore.
we got some lore.
We got a
We got-
story.
Where do you think the Drew Dogs came from?
Exactly.
We don't know, but it came from somewhere.
Was the Drew Dogs created on a stream?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Wow,
the
I
amount of
didn't know
hot dog.
that.
Was it the amount of hot dog pieces, or did it have something to do with Costco? Like I really
Well-
didn't understand, but I knew hot dog pieces were involved.
The whole
But
thing
it came
started-
about because there was a whole series released
Yeah.
in
The fire
Like,
stations.
October, November, and every set had hot dogs in it somewhere.
No, it was a lot. It was a lot closer than that. That was the January set.
Yeah, it was the January
Was it?
sets.
Yeah.
Yo,
thought
what's
it was
up, our
before
toy
that.
world?
What's up, Richie?
Yeah.
You got that
So
one?
now everyone at work calls me Drew Dog.
Really?
Which is, yeah. I made
those are
T-shirts
fun.
for the Drew Dogs.
Well, I mean, it's cool because it can be a play on words because you got dogs spelled two different ways.
Exactly.
It means we're giving out
Listen,
Dog
dogs.
with the Z.
For the
Everyone
dog.
needs a name for their fan base.
Yeah, my Drew Dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I have one. Well, I guess if you become a
What's
member,
up, my
you'll-
beards?
Yeah, I was about to
Beards,
say,
like hey beards.
What's up, my
the-
hairy faces?
It took me no time to come up with when it did like the membership levels. I was like, I've got an idea right now.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like close shaven, stubble,
Goatee.
Yeah.
mustache, goatee, full beard.
Full beard.
Nice.
But Gene, you got some orders?
Yeah. So where I was headed, Lauren, we showed these orders and trying to figure out what they're building. And
Always
When-
BC.
when Drew and Richard are absolutely stumped, they just say,
That's some lore right there.
There you go.
Look, he's stumbling. He's biting his tongue. The funny thing is he's got to make sure nothing comes out of his mouth because he's really not muted.
Well, we did say if it was after 30 seconds.
Ewok GBC.
Yeah, that's definitely like micro Ewok village, something like that.
Yeah.
it's all about GBCs, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Isn't those? Well, I guess it was never. They could be building a. What's the droid ship that has those the curved slope pieces in it?
The droid ship?
You talking about
Talking
these?
about
not-
the MTT?
No, down.
Oh, the AAT.
Is that the AAT that had those
Yeah.
on the sides of it?
That was the very small version. That's where some of them came from. I feel like they're trying to do some tree park design kind of thing.
There's a lot of gray though, so
Yeah.
I guess they're possibly a base.
Some
Yeah, I thought Star Wars, but then just the shape of the parts. I'm
Nate
leaning
Bills,
towards
is this
something,
you?
Round.
Something organic.
Or get more organic, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Interesting.
So the only reason we did this is what the
Is
heck
that
is that?
George
for?
Lucas?
That's actually Gene himself.
That's
Sig Fig.
That's a nuke.
Yeah, we're selling sig figs of me now. No, but I didn't. I had no idea what that tile came from. I didn't have time to look it up.
Interesting.
a nuke.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a nuke.
But like
Nate said it's a Wookiee hut and not me this time.
Oh, that's not a bad guess.
There's a bunch of different patterns.
UFO.
Oh, Tori
what's
said that tile has a whole bunch of different patterns.
There's
In
probably
it.
at least 6
it's a
different ones.
minion? What's it?
I bet
It's
it is
just space.
minions. I
It
bet
looks
is
very-
Minions.
Minion like.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Mars
Okay.
Mission X
I was gonna say, is this Exo Brick?
GBC. Yeah, it's gotta be Exo Brick.
Yeah, that right there is Mars mission all the way.
Well,
Nice.
even the black ones too.
Alien like legs.
That's the Mars Mission stuff.
Building
And
UFO.
those are a pain. Those are a pain because all of these stickers are different.
Yeah.
There's 2 and 2.
Oh, she said there's 2 and 2 of this, but there's like 5 different ones that we've got in inventory.
Hmm.
And then same with these.
Yeah.
If you look at the
That's very nice.
patterns, each of those is different.
Bought all.
Ooh.
Uh,
All the
that
radar.
is the pain in a used Bricklink store right there.
Yeah. It looks like an Exo Bricks order.
Yeah.
Bionicle.
Yeah, Bionicle.
I did this just for you, Drew. There's somebody that bought a whole Bionicle set that we'd repurposed.
Beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah, I know.
Bionicle
you'd be
GBC.
impressed.
Bionicle is still above me.
Oh, they're making
Christmas with
Christmas
turntables.
this
Oh,
year.
Hey,
They're
at least
making-
this person bought the other half of the turntables.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm,
It's
that's
kind of weird. A Christmas.
That's a
gift with
concerning
purchase
amount
was-
of turntables. I have to admit.
Ten
At
of
what point are you concerned? At 5?
I'm thinking more at one.
Where he said there's 10 of each.
Oh wow, they're
many
making
times
every
are we
elf
making it
turn on this
turn?
one.
How
And
many
then-
times are we
Then
not
my
doing
other question is, what do they have that they need the 2 toy
back.
Transformers for?
They probably got another 15 turntables. They're making a lot of GBC over there.
it? No, that's
Christmas
their
GBC.
printer. Their printer needed a charger.
Bizarre.
The elves got to start working on it now, buddy.
There's only one purpose for this image here. This one image with that motor and those 4 rubber bands is probably worth more than the next 4 slides combined.
GBC.
Trains.
Oh,
this is
Yay!
cool.
There's
more
All
the
the
than
way
an
out.
order.
Yeah.
They like Harry
And
Potter.
then printed tiles
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
and
Oh.
Harry Potter.
Very nice.
Instructions.
Oh, 2 books. Very nice.
Yep.
Did they just buy the
Instructions.
instructions?
Yeah.
I still don't understand why people buy
It
instructions.
makes no sense to me. It's all free online.
So this one's a tribute to Mayo since he's watching. We figured he
There
must
you
have
go,
made this
Mayo.
order.
Also, mini dolls.
Yeah, all friends.
Friends.
You are my friend.
Friends.
Some foliage.
It almost
Uh,
looks like some Minecraft kind of stuff.
Dagobah.
Dagobah. You
Hoff.
bloated over there? Dagobah.
Is Battlefield getting ready for another one of these? Is this
yellow
stuff for
clips
one of
are
Battlefield's
interesting.
mocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very highlighter-esque.
Interesting. I
Interesting.
don't know. Oh.
School bus.
Oh.
Yeah, so this one
That's like the crane front, though.
Yeah.
Isn't that the crane front?
Yeah.
yeah
Crane
And it
GBC. Done.
gets really weird in that you go
Oh,
over
look
here.
at that. Oh, I love those sand green pieces.
Yeah,
Go
but
back,
look at
scroll
all
up
the-
just a little.
Look at all the ice skates
Oh, no, that's
and
where it's
all
at
the
right there.
all
Oh,
the
no,
roller
too high.
skates.
Too high.
Yeah,
Just show
it's
the
same
skating poles. Yeah. Those things are
The
nice.
spires.
Ooh, baby.
Everybody calls
Yeah.
their skating poles. They all look like spires. They're all top.
They're
secret.
all tower spires.
They're beautiful.
That was clear.
So anyway, that was the fun part of that one, just the skates and all that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very
Huh.
interesting.
You always wonder, why do you need so
Maybe
many
they're
skates?
wheels.
Sometimes the
Why?
Okay.
skates are
Well, everyone needs
they're
them.
making them into little cars now. Like so
Some
if you get
mosaics.
the new what are they called? Oh
Lego pieces.
well like bumper cars, but like K1 Speed, what is that called? Go-karts. They come with the little skate pieces with a little clip on top or something to make a mini scale of them now. So
So I don't know what this
people could be
person's
buying those.
building, but I know what they're unbuilding. They're
Yeah.
unbuilding a mosaic.
Well, they bought a key. That key reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
hmm.
Well,
You notice
that key right
the
there comes with
ratcheting
all the
tool, too?
mosaics.
Yeah, that's mine. I got it. Mine broke, so I'm needing another one.
You get locked out of the house again?
Yeah.
I like the ratcheting tool though. That's kind of cool.
Well, I take a hammer and I smash the brick separator.
Ooh, those are some
fantasy.
classic
There's
right
some
there.
D&D. That somebody's building their D&D character right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Spell level 120. Oh, GBC.
Ooh.
Why do you
Interesting.
need that?
No.
That has to be something GBC.
940 boat studs
140 boat studs, 400 and some.
and 19 of the
I
other.
mean, you could make that as a part of a large mosaic, but it have to be like,
Yeah, but they connect on the
Retrofitted.
bottom.
I know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, to connect something on the back
Yo, what's
side
up,
as
Battlefield?
structure.
It was
But
just
I don't know,
weird.
those tiles, I don't know. I'm going for art piece.
Yeah. More Bionicles and
Yeah, it's
Technic.
Bionicle.
I just don't understand the
Whoa.
like. It still
Ooh.
makes these people like I'm not trying to diss anybody out there, but the orders make no
Look
sense
at
to me.
this.
I don't know. I
Well,
guess it's just my orders. My orders make sense to me because I'm ordering like
That's the key word right there. You're
My orders
ordering
make
your
zero
order.
sense. I am ordering for 5 projects at once in tiny pieces.
I've
So
ordered
Richard,
over.
this one does make some sense because a lot of the Bionicle structure is done in Technics.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. So like me and Lauren get to witness all the Bionicle figures this year once again.
Dude, the Bionicle crew
Not
is
as
a
bad
different
as
crew,
last week
man.
was.
Oh, he's talking about the show.
What in the world are they building?
You'll never see the Harry Potter fans.
Oh,
You
is this a?
don't-
Oh, are they building a dragon?
It's a
I don't
red,
know,
black,
those
white,
slopes-
gray.
Those slopes right there throw it off though.
Yeah, unless they're trying to use them as spikes turned up, but the teeth.
Neck? Like a
You know what that
It
could
is
be
a-
though? That could be a tower with a. Is that in the dragon with the Dungeons and Dragon in it red?
Yeah,
I wonder if that's a set and those slope pieces are for a roof.
maybe.
I'm like, what's this? Is that clear? Is that no? It's not a trans piece. I think it's just a dark.
Look at all the longer axles up here.
There are some trans clear up there, those round bricks.
Hmm.
Right
I
there.
know.
Ah,
Hmm.
interesting.
Some trans clear there.
You go back down to that crazy
That's got to be a structure. I agree with Drew. That's definitely pieces for a dragon because you have those pieces right there for teeth, claws, and everything else.
It's fine. Yeah.
Just no wings.
Okay, you win. That's a dragon.
colors.
It's a cool color combination.
Mm-hmm. Very coordinated.
Something that
GBC.
moves.
Something that moves.
Yeah, definitely. You got 5 linear
Oh, those are
actuators
some
and a bunch of
ways.
Technic panels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
And some
windmill.
green, dark green.
Dark
Maybe the
green.
crate mock,
Yeah, that
So
could
what?
be.
the red stuff crate mock.
Not enough white tiles though.
Nah.
There's your other favorite, Bionicle.
Brick Lab said that he's learning about Battle of the Bulge right now at school.
Nice.
Mr. Ricardo Gruyere
Minecraft.
says, "Good morning,
There
Brick
you
World.
go.
Won't be the same without you, bud. Love the rest of the hosts, including Drew, but you bring this boy to the yard." Well, I appreciate that. I have to do content for my own channel.
And this is somebody that's trying to complete that set because that set has all of this in it.
Well, Trevor said that he needs that mask. His is missing, so I don't know which one he needs, but it sounds like he needs to be ordering.
Yeah.
No, it's not that mask. He needs the pumpkin head from the Minecraft.
I've got more of the pumpkin head. I don't have any more of those
Oh,
bottles.
this one right here.
Yeah, I've got more of those.
We got a bunch of pumpkin heads.
Not a bunch, but I got more.
So this
It's a
one was
lot of
kinda-
motorcycles.
Yeah,
It is. It is a
Those
lot
are
of
all
motorcycles.
motorcycle pieces.
She
and-
bought every one of the motorcycle chassis we had in that pattern.
And red.
Shaw's creating a
red.
motorcycle club.
This is so this I'll go ahead and mention the name. This is a regular customer. It's Crystal's Brick Shop. So I don't know
Oh.
if she's buying them and reselling them, or if she's buying them and turning them into some other set. I don't know.
Huh.
Sets.
Wild.
It's nice.
You
though.
can only
Go back
use
up to
those
the top
pieces
one.
for that
There's a
like
chicken
one
in it.
thing, though.
Oh, where'd it go?
I don't know the brick, the motorcycle right there in the top right corner.
Back.
Yeah, there. Go up to that.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a chicken in
There's
it,
Chicken.
one chicken.
and they're gonna brush him.
Well,
Oh.
everybody's got to have a
Tori
chicken.
makes her little. That's how Tori makes it through the day. She
Yeah.
makes up stories. Somebody's gonna brush the chicken.
And after
You know
he
what's
gets done,
more
they're gonna put him
odd
in
than
the little
any of
cage.
that to me is the 3 dots on that snowman brick.
Yeah, 2 of
Oh
them.
yeah.
Well, what about the glitter? The glitter bell
don't.
jar.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
order a
Yeah.
ton of that stuff.
I know you order that glitter.
I know, I do. Don't worry about it. Battle of the Bulge.
I ain't worried.
God, hold the bulge piece glitter.
Yeah.
Lots of glitter.
More glitter. That's what was
And
missing.
gold frogs, and cherries, and
Add a little
apples.
spike.
Frogs, cherries, apples, microfigures,
Doors.
3 garage door pieces.
Just like
It's a little bitty short
small.
garage.
That almost looks like the Sea Wharf thing,
I like
but not
I
at
like
the
Viking.
same time.
My dibs on Viking in this. This is a Viking vibe.
This is
Yeah.
I
more.
can see that.
You talking about Fishing Village?
Yeah. I just see a lot of modular pieces in this thing. This honestly feels like, oh, you got some of that. Oh, you got some of this. Oh, you got some of that.
mm.
There's no medium blue in Fishing Village.
That would be
And
correct.
very little white. Not that it's sitting behind me or anything.
A house.
This is
This looks like
definitely
the same
somebody's
person.
building a building.
This is nice. I mean, those are just
They got a
useful
good
pieces.
color palette going on.
Yeah. Neutral.
Until you get to this one over here. It's like,
Have some pops of color.
Flowers.
Unexpected.
That's a
red.
lot of random utensils.
That really is. It's like they have a, was that a hatchet, the old school like megaphone, a sword,
A
ninja
compass?
stars, a teapot,
4 throwing stars.
lightsaber hilts,
Shovels.
Shovels.
That's a shovel.
Are they making a weed farm?
And a hatchet.
You know what? With those colors, that might not be that far off.
Yeah.
And this is a
Hey, the
different
color
one than-
palettes in the last three, they've got to be from the same person.
They're not. They're not. That's why the pictures are together, because we're like, what the heck? What's going on this week that everybody wants the same
Hey,
colors?
man, people want some pops of color. We're ready.
Yeah.
It's spring.
I like that wheel. I see a lot of unique things you could do with that.
That's a big one too.
Yeah, that's the largest wagon wheel.
I hate the piece that's underneath that though, the wedge
This
plate.
one.
Mm.
Yeah, I just threw like 5 of those in y'all's pile in reddish brown.
Oh,
All right, Breaking Brown.
oh, that's dark tan.
Brittle
Those are the
brown.
ones he put in the
Ooh,
turkey.
Wow.
What is that?
That was
Oh,
Tori's
he has-
lunch. That was Tori's lunch. He just left the.
And I got 3 more too in different colors.
So they got the zip pullers, but they don't have the things that those pull through.
Dude, I wish you could have put those zip pullers on those stunt spikes.
Oh,
like-
yeah.
They do
That
have
would
one
have-
of the throwing discs that the zip puller launches.
It's such a
But the
fascinating.
important thing about this picture is we got rid of that big, huge, horrible occupying space piece.
One.
I
How much
really
did that
like the
piece
way that
cost?
looks though.
Yeah, how much?
Like $1 and some cents.
Huh?
It's like $1 and some cents.
What?
Yeah, it's not
They're
much.
not much. Costs more to ship them than it does to store them.
Interesting.
Interesting.
And this one's just random as random gets.
Brick
That's
Lab
some
says
City stuff. for
IB
sure.
turns from the lamp unreleased Baby Yoda speeder it made from the Order 66 model.
But the thing I liked about that one, you see the treads over that top right?
Yeah.
You just put those in. I didn't get to put them in the drawer.
Yeah.
You want to know what's
So
crazy
that-
about those treads?
Yes.
I just ordered 1,000 of them from Lego's website.
I guarantee you paid less than this person did.
I guarantee you I did too. That's why I ordered them off of Lego because they're only like I think it's like 6 cents a piece on Lego's website.
Definitely
And there's
maybe
a frog hiding in the limb on the seat.
On the seat with the stud.
Well, he's mad. He
Fur.
spilled his drink, the coffee cup
He
sideways.
like
man.
a rover.
Oh, yeah, he spilled his coffee.
Oh, damn. I should have had it sitting beside it. He could have been drinking his coffee. Next
Or-
time.
And this one's just,
That's Fight Club. That's
Oh.
why there's the bat there.
Some door.
yeah, so here's the weird thing. The Lego movie, Land of Chima, and Harry Potter.
Well,
Make up your mind.
the doors represent universes.
Which one?
Three.
Oh,
There's 2 Harry Potters. There's
that's Legends of Chima.
Legends of Chima. One
It's Lego
Jurassic
movie.
Park.
Oh,
other
so
one's
that's
Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
Park. Okay.
JW.
But that's it, guys.
JP.
Dark brown doors.
Yep.
Dark brown.
And a bat.
Brick Lab says Wild Style is a W. And Trevor said, Rich, I have one of those if you want it. You mean the skeleton piece thing?
Interesting.
Maybe I can put it on top of the castle with like the dragon gnawing on it.
Now you can close that, but then
How's that go again, Lauren? Can you do that again?
I could just see him just like just carrying it around like a dog, like on top of the castle, just like, is this in the way, guys? Am I causing problems?
My bad.
My bad. Did you got any mocks to bring, Drew?
No.
You don't? Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
For the first time, I had like 6, and I toned it down to 4.
Really? I brought 4 or 5. I think
None of
4.
mine are. I've turned away the big builds.
Really?
Yeah,
I brought one big one.
I brung none. Well,
Sad.
it depends on what you consider big.
Big.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, yours is extra large, but
nothing on mine is bigger than a base plate.
oh wow. Well,
I
what
know.
size is base plate?
Like 32 by 32.
Okay,
One of
wow.
them might be a little. It might be the same amount of studs. It just might be longer than it is wider.
Okay.
But I'm ready. You gonna Rochambeau on this one
We're Rochambeauing.
again? I always lose
Rock, paper, scissors, show.
every time.
Every time. Rock, paper, scissors, show. Okay, you
Hey.
go first.
You want me to go first?
We gotta get faster at that. That was painful for me, man. Rock.
Calm down. It's happening, guys. It's happening. It's happening.
So, like,
Hey.
I brought a Harry Potter one to the stage
nice.
for Miss Lauren.
Thank you.
Uh,
I'm writing this down.
this might be really small, but I really like it.
Sometimes there's beauty, and sometimes just like people get caught up just like, I need to build a whole great hall. I can't come to anywhere with less than like a castle. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Well,
Or
especially
that mentality of I've got to build a castle that covers an entire ping pong table.
You
I mean, who would do that?
You're gonna cut him off
Just-
again. Hold on. But like ever since we've been doing this, now I look at like stuff in mocks even more than I did before.
Mm.
And like with
You're
this
welcome.
right here, I love the simple border,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
how cool it is, but the curved wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, of course, I love the chalkboard. We talked about that last
Yeah.
week. And I found another cool thing was this had another globe piece in it.
It's well done. It's the Transfiguration class. It's very nice.
Yeah. But
And
it's,
then it's a 20 for like maybe the 20 years of Harry Potter that we just had. A couple like
I didn't even notice that.
couple years
Way to
ago.
go.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Way to go. I didn't even notice it. I noticed
wow.
that there's 15 pieces in the leg of that table.
Yeah. Holy cow.
That could have been, that's a lot.
The chair is well done.
The chair and table looks so drastically bigger than the figures. Why?
The chairs
Well-
like spot on though.
In the movies, they're egregiously big. Like
Okay.
they're
like all
thrones.
elaborate and have like carvings all in them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like Dumbledore's chair is ridiculous. Like they swallow like people for sure.
But I mean, I love like the little owl cage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like this.
It's a very nice.
And I
true-
did zoom into this pre-stream to find out if that was a sticker or not.
It's definitely a sticker.
It's a sticker.
I don't know if we have any printed chalkboards.
We do. We found one last week
Ew.
Mhm.
in a Harry Potter set.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I even love like how the book is just kind of like up and tilted to the side. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff in this that really makes me like it, even though it's not ginormous.
You're gonna make me put numbers to these, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to have you go first, too.
Yep. And we got to get some participation from the chat to make sure. I really like that 20. I can't believe I never even noticed it.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like that. I thought it was very simple. It's small. It's got a ton of detail without being like over drastic, I guess.
Yeah. Keeps the focus at where it should be.
But what you think, Miss Lauren?
I am gonna. I'm going to have 10 be my 10. None of this like 12.
12.
15.
Instant 13.
Instant 12.
I would
No.
put it at 12. I said, Lauren, why not a 12?
I really enjoy this. I think I'm right around 8.5, 9, like
Yeah.
out of 10. I think it's
This
lovely. And I'm saying this as someone who has dragged their butt making mocks. And so I always feel really weird as someone. I have made some before. And so I know the heart and that goes into them. But it's just like, judging other people. It's just like, this is always anyone's mock to yourself should be a 10 out of 10. But
well, the thing that I love about this too is because I've looked out of this whole entire mock, there's one stud showing,
Ooh,
and it's
yeah.
on top of the owl cage.
Yeah, this is true. No, I think I could, for its size, like compactness and the thought gone around the border. Like I think this is a lovely 9 out of 10.
So we got a
For sure.
9.
I give it between an 8 and a 9.
I give it a 9.
Gene?
I'm solid 8.
We got the chat definitely with us on a 9.
Yeah. Well, EMS is saying 10 for Ravenclaw.
There's not even a Ravenclaw in the picture.
Yeah, there is. Right there.
That's an insignia.
Got
We
it.
got some. That was the best part of the sorting hat, though. Those printed bricks with all the house logo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, printed crests or
So those are printed?
yeah.
So you know what I thought those were?
What?
Doesn't the
What are you talking about, Rich? We're talking about the little plaques at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right
crest.
here.
Yeah.
The Hogwarts Castle, the mini scale. Doesn't it come with those on a sticker for each minifig?
For I couldn't tell you the difference. I
Like
think
those
these
are definitely
printed.
printed now that you say that.
But they are stickers for the micro, like the large micro scale. with
Yeah,
the
that's what I
figures.
thought.
But
Well,
we finally got some really nice printed ones with the sorting hat.
With everyone in the chat agreeing, and let's split the difference and give it a 9. And this is by the way, guys, we have more hot dog memes, I guess you could call them, whatever, that you have not been released yet. So here you go.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly. Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! Dear God. It's beautiful.
Yeah, baby.
I'm surprised that one actually didn't get higher, but normally the chat's very like, I don't know. We've only had a couple that have went less than like an 8. Now this one,
Some Johnny Thunder.
Johnny Thunder, and this one is not very big at all. It's just a front and a back, but I love that, like the amount of detail that went into doing this with all those slopes and pieces, because like every brick on here is turned a different way than the brick it's sitting next to. So I'm going to guess that inside of this is not even real much connection. It's all just friction holding it in.
Yeah.
But like the walls aren't really that detailed. I mean, there's cracks and stuff all in them, but the rock work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they tied it in nice.
I love how the pillars sideways, and then the back.
It's almost like a Lego set on steroids.
Front and back.
Yeah,
Very
this is
nice.
like a UCS Johnny Thunder set.
I'd give this a solid 9. A very much a solid 9.
The only thing I wish they would have done, and this is just like, I don't know when this was created, but I wish the Sphinx they used would have been the ones out of the Indiana Jones set.
Oh, the
that's
really tall
cool.
ones.
Yeah.
I bet it predated for sure.
I've bought so many of these mummies. I don't know why. I need a mummy.
No, I mean I'll go 9.5 for sure.
There's like certain things like this knob right here makes me think that something happens.
Oh yeah, there's a play feature.
Yeah, because it's like odd that it just sits there. But I've looked at this and I don't like, there's nothing on here to me. So if that right there moves, it has to be something right here,
Mhm.
which I thought maybe like a hidden wall. But when you go to this side of it, that can't turn and neither can that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, it's pretty thick in there.
Yes, the droids.
I don't know, but that's definitely a knob.
I like how I like the spires or the obelisks, how they're like off, like they're tilted.
Yeah,
like,
none of them
right.
That adds some very dynamic interest for sure.
It's definitely got good storyline going.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had something with the minifigs other than just standing them in a line.
Well, I mean, they did in the back.
Yeah, they're doing a bit.
Now it's really got me intrigued on finding out what this controls.
Those urns too.
'Cause of
Maybe
this,
this spins or
it
something.
has to
Like
have an
little
actual.
or that opens, or like something happens with that middle like octagon, like where the treasure is, or like whatever is on that pedestal, because it looks like it's not like it's lifted a bit, and I don't know.
Well, that's a coffin.
Oh yeah, a sarcophagus. Yeah.
Maybe it moves it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no, but I'm gonna give this one a solid 9.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Nate says, or not. Nate says very nice. Lego Man says this is sick. Battlefield says 9.3. What's going on, Wayne? Nate Build says 10. Lego Man says 10. Nate says 10. Brick Lab says 9. I mean, that's a lot of 9s and 10s. I don't know what the average
Mummy
is.
fans out there.
We're definitely hitting it with a 9. Hit it with that 9. Now, next up, we all know what's coming, right?
Always.
Well, you're wrong, because I got this one picture. I don't even care anything about this. Like, I just like that cannon.
I just like the mid fire cannon.
That cannon.
Is that's not done by Battlefield, is it?
No, I don't know who this is. This was a picture I found on the gram. And
It's beautiful.
Ooh.
that cannon. It's by the same guy who done the last build.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
But that cannon.
That's a 10. I'm
That
sorry,
cannon.
but that is beautiful.
I mean, it's got tracks around the wheels. Like, it's first of all, I didn't know that you could put tracks around those wheels. I didn't know it was the same like size. Now I wish I would have done this for my catapults versus what I did. But like, I love how there's like so much going on, but I don't know what it is about that cannon blast. I'm glad I found it though. Now, if I can just figure
the
out
drama in it looks very nice.
I just need to figure out how to attach a shell right here, and we have some tank crap going on. I'm gonna give this a 10.
Yeah, I give that a 10.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
like how they've got the base of all of them are rounded, but different sizes. It just gives it some variety. It's cool.
I'm gonna step it up with something that we haven't done yet. I'm gonna hit it with this. That cannon's getting the golden dog.
Golden dog.
That cannon.
MVP.
Golden dog. MVP. Now, let me. I'm gonna bring 2 more to the table. I told you I was bringing more. This is the biggest one.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Greebling to
Of course,
a T.
this is Fallen Order.
Yeah, that's incredible.
But like, Jesus.
Dude, adding in that like welding effect, dude.
Everything is
Wow.
bent.
Yeah. That's 10. Just to get that curb, like it just to support
7.
it.
Like this. I mean, it's just like there's so much going on. And like, if you look, I mean, there's literally like every piece you can think of in dark bluish gray that's not a brick or a plate. Like, there's 2 guns right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telephone.
Binoculars right below that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But this does look. I do not have the eye to be able to discern. Is this a render?
I don't believe so
No, it's not.
because of that.
Okay. Yeah, no. There
Like,
it is.
that's a sticker
It's
piece right
so like that's how good it is. Is that like I can't tell if it's between like
I
actual
became-
lit.
Since me and Drew have been doing this, I became pretty good at telling what's like a render.
Mhm.
And a lot of the times, like, if this was a render, you could still have that light effect, but you wouldn't have the shadow.
The shadow. That's fair. No, I mean this is the box that I just don't understand the amount of pieces you have to have in front of you. Like, or do they build it in studio beforehand?
But
Like,
see, that's the thing that I always think about. But you can't build this in studio. There's no way.
oh yeah, like I mean, you could probably like lay out and get your like general basics, but there's no way you could do that greebling in studio. And like, you just need to have these pieces in front of you and just play around.
You just need to dump out your entire box of like collect all of like pieces that you just have been throwing to the side. And you're like, I'm gonna make this.
Yeah. No, it's super like crisp, like this inspirational.
And I love I don't know like what you would call these, like the ducts coming off the wall.
Yeah,
Pipes.
those are nice.
The piping. Yeah.
Yeah, the piping. It's got a nice pipe.
It's very nice pipe.
Like even this, like look at this. He's got a hook holding a bar piece with a clip on it, holding one of those.
It's a spire.
One of the ski poles.
Like got another spyglass.
10. Easy 10.
Yeah, this thing is insane.
Easy 10.
You said you weren't bringing any 11s.
I didn't.
Yeah,
say
that's
that.
pretty close to an 11.
Yeah.
That's hard not to pass
Is
up.
That is probably the best.
intimidating, inspiring, and intimidating. Goes
Everybody says 10 except for Mayo. Mayo says bad lighting. What are you, blind?
You need me to show his mini dolls again?
I think putting it on the black background doesn't allow, like us Lego people to like maybe see what we want to see within the mock, but it brings the drama. It's highlighting that like dark effect and those pops of light.
I'm gonna hit this with another.
That's going to have to be Drew's token now whenever
Yeah,
he
right?
goes to a convention. It's just going to be a trophy with a tiny hot dog on it. And just like,
cheaper than
Would you
buying
like to have my trophy?
Drew approved.
Right. This is very nice.
And then next up, we have the one and only.
Mr. Battlefield himself.
Yeah.
Keeping it coming.
Hey, what's up, Lego History, Sam?
So one of the funny things that a lot of people don't know is me and Battlefield have been talking quite a bit in the Instagram messages about these Tiger 2s that I'm building. And he builds a mock with a Tiger 2 in it.
Nice.
Show off.
Yeah.
Rub it in.
I'm going to give this a 0. It's fake.
It's fake. It's rendered.
I
Fake
really like
news.
the trees.
It's not real.
I wouldn't have done a fake mock, but
Yeah.
The trees look just average, like they're copied from somebody else.
Yeah, I don't really care for it. Like, who puts tank tracks on the side of the tank itself?
What is this?
Yeah, it's just
What
kind
is
of like,
this?
I don't know. Look at
And I
this
mean,
barrel.
rigid tube on the side. I mean, why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean,
Who
it's
does
got
this guy think he is?
non-Lego clips right here.
Rendered.
Rendered. Fake
AI.
news.
Mayo
news.
called it. It's Kobe tanks.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kobe. But look at that. Like, who holds an MP40 like that? Like, who holds a gun like that?
Will never be seen.
sir, this call just came in.
Yeah. Sir, it's for you.
Sir, it's for you. They're asking for you.
Sir, it's your wife. I just noticed
She
something.
wants to know if you'll be home for dinner.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Turning these clips
Illegal.
sideways for grass. Yeah, illegal.
Illegal.
This is like the worst mock.
Disqualified.
No. Lego has redefined illegal with the latest round of releases.
This is true.
Really?
I really like that.
There's like 4 different sets that are using friction fit now.
Huh.
Standing up tiles between studs is now legal.
Mhm.
Isn't technically every Lego connection a friction connection?
Friction versus clutch.
When you really think about it.
We're not breaking the fourth dimension here,
All
Drew.
right. This is a physics class. All right.
Mayo, no, this is not a Kobe tank. This is a guy on Instagram's design called Panzer Brick Labs.
I love those trees, man.
Mhm.
I know, it's just so like.
Every time he does,
Top
trees
of
the
red.
His juxtapositions of his photos, dude.
Mhm.
So
Very
Lauren, every
freaky.
time, so this guy has submitted a mock every week for the last
I've heard.
since I can remember, and every time his trees are different than the last.
It's
like-
something I aspire to for sure.
Everyone hates trees, and he's just out here knocking them out like it's nothing.
Just be better.
I really
Huge
like Bubbles.
guy.
Oh
Big-
yeah, that guy. I love the glasses. Yeah.
Bubbles with his lunchbox.
I think it's hilarious that they all have blue eyes.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
So this is a
The
dude mock, right?
accuracy is very
This
dude.
I will have you know that if you watch the Battle of the Bulge video, there's quite a bit of them that have blue
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he gives us his
Great
terrain
family.
picture.
Yeah.
I like that he included all of these different colors in the
Mhm.
slopes.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
Very
Like, that's a
natural.
lot.
Very organic.
It's nice, even though it's fake and rendered. And then, of course, we get the tank.
Mm.
Is that a Battlefield? Is that a wand or a screwdriver? A ratchet handle? What is that? So he builds everything in 145 scale, and my stuff is bigger at 135th scale.
It's always got to be mine's bigger, doesn't it?
Oh, minifig hand.
Minifig hand?
Yeah.
Those are
Is
great.
it really? Oh, it is. And then we got the crew of
Yeah, those look good.
Soldiers.
Oh, that hat, the captain.
This
or-
one.
Yeah, the highest ranking hat that's really nice.
I like how he's like, hold on, guys. I gotta take this call.
Let
This
him-
guy's like, sir, you still haven't taken the call.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
wow,
the
that- I just
communications
noticed
backpack.
That
So good.
telephone is brick built.
Yeah.
Those two lever ends with a
Yeah.
what is it in between it? Is that a wrench?
No, I think a hot dog could have been used there.
Mm.
Oh,
Uh-oh. That's
Uh-oh.
an 8 now.
yeah, yeah.
No dogs.
No dogs. It just got
No
brought down.
dogs.
Let's give Battlefield a challenge. Battlefield, from now on, you have to hide a hot dog. In every-
What's up, True Squadron?
Challenge
Kennedy,
accepted.
what's up, my boy?
What's up, True Squadron? But that is it for mine. And of course, you know, it doesn't matter what y'all think. We're gonna hit it with the
Bombs away!
All the dogs.
Infinite
Oh,
dogs.
Infinite.
infinite dogs. There's another one we got to do.
I
now.
would have took one for myself, but I give you all the dogs. I was hungry, okay? I walked into the room, I said, wow, that's a lot of dogs. I would have ordered more dogs.
I'm going to the garage now.
Studios, yo.
Oh, yeah, he made it in.
Yeah, I
We
got to
made
do this
it.
in person. I'm building that
Yes.
fountain one day. The ruined fountain.
I really like that clock.
I know, right? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, when you said
Yeah.
minifigure scale Great Hall, this immediately popped
like,
in my head of just
yeah. I was like, I hope no one thinks about this. Because he did do another Great Hall minifig scale a long time ago.
Mhm.
And then he redid this one as the
Yeah.
face of it.
Ugh, it was
It's
gorgeous.
so nice.
Battlefield says
Wonderful.
challenge accepted.
Yeah, dogs.
Ooh, we're
Oh,
getting them
great.
dogs.
I mean,
dogs.
just look at that
I am
mountain detail
Building
right.
that. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, obsessed.
Gorgeous, isn't
It's
it?
so simple. It's so simple, but
I
so
have-
beautiful.
I have a love for people who make
The
like
roof is cool.
sculptures now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the
You just look at like even right here,
yeah.
just the thought detail.
Just-
We got really quiet.
And even
But
how
look how
like-
big that is compared to him.
it's,
He-
it's
he should have done that so much bigger. Like,
that's the
like,
scale.
why
That's
did he-
how big she sees.
Why did he shrink himself to show this photo?
He actually lives inside of his builds now. That's just how big of scale he builds.
Like, why couldn't he do it a little bigger? Like, come on, like seriously. Like, I mean,
It's actually his new cat house.
uh,
His whole Minecraft world fits inside of it.
Sam wants to know where the hot dogs are at because that's all that really matters.
All right, dude. More people need to add more hot dogs. It's getting a little lonely out here. But I mean, it's just so simple. I mean, it's not simple, but it's very beautifully laid.
I would love to know how fragile and or sturdy those the cylinder pieces are for the curved archways.
They're probably actually pretty sturdy if he did. So I got bored one day and was down here trying to figure out how to do things. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a rigid hose right there.
Yeah.
Okay, they're long. That makes more sense.
If you take this rigid hose,
yeah,
you can put a paper clip through it and bend it to shape.
Okay. I have to order some of those.
Just remember that every time you use it, you owe me a $5 copyright fee.
I will mention you.
Hey, Lego History Sam, make a build and put in some hot dogs for us and submit it to us.
See, these could have been hot dogs. Those lightsaber hilts, hot dogs.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know what's really weird about this, though? You don't realize how big it is until you realize that around the clock, those are hinge pieces.
Yeah. Or when he's sitting next to it.
Well, I mean, anybody can Photoshop anything. I mean, come on now.
Oh, that ain't Photoshopped. Let me tell you. But I mean, even his character placement is just so nice.
Yeah, very dynamic.
Ron acting goofy. Hermione reading in the background. It's just nice.
Got the team right there. Got the boys.
Team.
I like how all the chaos is going on, and just Harry's like, "Look, Hagrid, I got an idea.
Look, I need you to sign my permission slip to go to Hogsmeade."
I've been trying to call this guy on the battlefield, and he's not answering the phone.
And this is angsty Harry. Like, this is like 5th book Harry, at least.
But it's not accurate. Harry's almost as tall as him.
Well,
all right, Gene, what do you want to rate this?
I'm impressed by the size and the way he's used pieces to get that scale.
Yeah,
that's above 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we only got the golden dog.
Is this the golden dog?
I'll do 11.
I mean, we can hit it with the golden dog. What does the chat think? Should we give this one the golden dog?
Blue says a 10.
Giving out tokens, man.
Man, I'm telling you.
What if we just started like, you know how YouTube sends out the golden stuff and the thing? We just start handing them out golden dogs, just spray painted real hot dog gold. Start mailing them.
Does that piece come gold?
No, I'm talking about
not yet.
A real hot dog and spray painting it with gold spray paint.
It's not a good idea.
I don't think spray paint sticks to that.
Oh, that'd be so funny. Imagine you don't even know you're on this show and you just get mailed a golden hot dog.
So this is a little
like a Fisher Price hot dog that's spray painted.
This is a little off topic, kind of. That golden dog piece, like the bun.
Yeah.
There's a store that has them for 28 cents.
Wow.
Should we buy them all and make trophies to hand out?
Yeah.
What, Drew, are you coming to Virginia?
When is it again?
August.
Possibly.
Weekend of August.
So we just have to find. I wonder how much the trophy piece is.
Oh, that was on Pab. So.
Was it?
It was. I have a lot of them.
He only has 55 of them, but we'll get them all.
Yeah, possibly. I might be there. I haven't decided yet. I got a lot of life things all happening at once. So
that happens when you're young.
Yeah.
So, whoops! I double clicked.
All right, let's hit it with that golden.
Well, I was just trying to see real
You
quick.
shopping right now?
So yeah, we could get 55 trophies for $32 shipped.
It's a lot of trophies. I mean, a lot of money for trophies.
Oh, you want to not? Do you want to see a lot of trophies? Hold on 1 second.
You gotta fill us up. We're gonna put her on the big screen.
I was gonna say, put it on the big screen. Holy moly!
Why did you buy it? That looks like pretzels. From far away,
That does look like
You
pretzels.
wanna
it looks
see?
like a pretzel
You
container.
want to see trophies?
There's gold trophies.
That's hilarious.
I
Why
don't
did you
think
do
this
that?
is all of
It's
them.
like pretzels.
Why do you
Why
have
did
so
you do that?
many?
What was the
Well,
point of that?
I thought
Why should we
one
do
day I'll do a Bellatrix's vault
Oh, okay.
mock, so these would come in super handy depending on the scale that I would want to make it.
You could just
I
dump
shall
them
buy
on a
all
big
of them
plate.
for $32.
But
I was
one
like,
of our viewers would explain to you that you could store them better in a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket.
Yeah, they
you know, I
stack
am
them.
from Kentucky, so
There you go.
Well,
I've been
fry
to
my
the first
chicken.
KFC as well. I am still on big screen. I don't know how long.
We're waiting for you to do something with these trophies.
Let's start throwing them.
It was just
Now I'm waiting.
What you just kicked her.
She bounced out whatever I
Oh.
went big.
That's funny.
I'm very proud of my trophy collection. Listen,
Yes, as you should be.
I don't get access to lug bulk, okay? So when something is cool on Pab, I just treat that as fine.
Out of all the pieces that were on Pab that were cool, you bought trophies.
Hey, but look when someone needed them, who has them?
Who has them? Because I've looked online and I'm like, these are 20 cents a piece. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Did you buy a lot of the candelabra too?
Not as many. Like I didn't have. I mean, I have probably a decent amount, but
I bought like 100 of those things before they went on the pick a brick wall, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
isn't that the worst? Even masonry bricks, I've been waiting for my pad wall to get all this masonry that everyone else was getting.
You know,
it finally happened.
I'm still waiting on Victor to hit me up. I've got 2,000 masonry bricks that's got his name on it. That if he doesn't like I don't need them, but I might take them. They're technically his. I bought them for him, but
yeah, my friends have been collecting masonry bricks for me around the world when they've seen it on Pab, and I'm like, just give me a box. I'll pay you. Like, bring it to Chicago. I will pay everyone the flat fee because it's not appearing for mine, and it finally appeared for mine. But I'll take everything I can get.
Like, hey guys, you can take it back. I got it.
No. I said, like, guys, I'm still good for everything. I want them because when you plan mocks like this,
Yeah.
you just need. You would just go. You use them.
You cannot have enough.
You can't. Gray, tan, all this is white. Like, I need all of it. But
let's
this was so cool.
You're saying
Well,
you need all the dogs?
let's
All
give
the
him that
dogs.
thing. We're gonna have to make so much more of these.
Yeah. This next one is only one picture, but it's super cool. It's Lego built.
Oh, holy shit!
Like, dude, I don't know who came. I mean, like, this is all the rubber Technic pieces. Those
Yeah.
are minifigure dresses. Those are swords, tires, eggs, bionicle piece,
What?
headpiece, cloths. I mean, soy sauce. I mean, and
got
then
that
the table is
These
made
tires.
of brick. Like what in the world?
That's really cool.
It's
my,
amazing.
Conical headpieces with
10, too easy.
What is that? What is that wrapped around the shrimp sushi? The black. Is that
Rubber band. Yeah.
Okay.
That one's like a bicycle tire. I mean,
Rob says he's
Recent-
doing a build that takes 510 dark orange masonry bricks.
jeez. Building the Battle of Geonosis over there.
It's so freaking cool.
I mean, it
It's
just
so
looks
light. It doesn't even look
amazing.
like it's Lego. Like I know it's Lego, of course, because of, like the pieces, but like it doesn't look like it's Lego.
Yeah, just
No.
trying to figure out those shrimp pieces, even or the
Yeah, they're
nori.
so
It's just
highlighter.
like
It's a flame with a bunch of dark orange translucent pieces.
Yeah.
it's
But
so
which translucent?
vibrant.
Oh no, I know what those are. The top of that.
Mhm.
We've had some of those.
They look like seashells to me, but I know they're not. Or a dress,
Like the
the piece that
curve.
goes around it like a tutu.
Yeah, that's a dress piece.
Yeah, that's a dress piece.
Yeah.
But what
No,
is
no, I'm
this?
talking about the actual shrimp piece. It's part of a vehicle. It's in the vehicle section.
I was gonna say, is it the
Those are
car
bionicle
blinkers, like
pieces.
brake lights?
Oh no, Tori's right. Those are bionicle head pieces back to back.
Oh,
Oh, you did
Yeah,
not
yeah, I knew that. I was
red
No?
behind the mask.
Yeah, I
That's
knew that. I was
right.
just checking to see if y'all would ever catch it.
Okay, thanks,
Oh,
Rich.
crap,
It's
Rich.
by you.
I got it before you did.
That's crazy. I tried.
All right,
telling
Gene,
y'all.
how do you want to rate this?
She's going nanny boo boo. I got out of the basement and beat you.
Yeah, that's right.
This
Get
seems
back
like
in that basement.
its own category. Like I mean, I'm gonna give it a solid 9.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest. I think this is the most creative mock we've seen tonight.
Mm.
Oh, so go back one, Drew, and let's show him that Harry Potter one again.
No, I mean, I've never seen anybody think to build sushi out of Lego, and then their use of parts is just unreal.
Yeah.
I think they could have fit a little bit more into the role.
Mm.
You could have had, not just avocado or
Yeah.
cucumber.
Not
So
just a California roll
There's no meat in
or
there.
avocado roll. I
Like,
feel like they could have took some of that cloth and put it in there with the egg. That would have done well.
The cream cheese and avocado just doesn't fill me up.
I'll give this a 9.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, I think it's the most unique one we've seen.
I'll agree to that.
Mhm.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
It
What about-
belongs in almost like a category of its own. In
Yeah.
that, like,
Yeah, could
realism.
it be better? Yeah, it could be better. You don't need 8 avocado rolls. Do 4 and do
Well,
4 of
Rich
something
does.
else.
Rich and I both do.
Yeah, I don't know what
But-
y'all are talking about.
We might need 16, but
Yeah, that's the appetizer. What are
This
you
is
talking
the
about?
appetizer.
I'm down with the 9. What about you,
Yeah.
Lauren?
Yeah.
9.
All right.
Dog.
there's one more after this next one.
0.
But yeah, right. Just some fun little Star Wars builds that I came across that just be kind of fun to put out in there. They got the bat. I mean, obviously, this correlation does not line up at all because this bounty hunter would not be there with the Bad Batch at the same time.
No,
but
the Jawas are.
A gonk droid, really?
yeah, but
Why
you know,
aren't
I mean, for a Star Wars build, it looks really nice.
Mhm.
Why aren't the Jawas robbing everything?
They did steal your gonk droid, so
I was missing that.
yeah, I could tell. But it's pretty nice. I like the foliage; it looks good.
I like the
greebling
foliage
on
the
top.
most, I believe.
Yeah,
Like all the little like hidden color in it.
The
Yeah.
pops of color really
really help
Yeah.
it.
make it
I like the
interesting and not
crumbling; looks
gray.
nice. I like this generator pack up here.
Mhm.
What's go back to the last picture? No, one before. What's that reddish brown thing in the bottom right corner? Is that like a
Really?
swing?
This?
Or sorry, bottom left corner.
Oh, I think there's a better shot of it over here. It's like just a prop
It looks
thing.
just like a rack, yeah. Like
Yeah,
It's got an oil rig out front.
yeah, right. But I mean, it looks like it also has an interior as well, which they didn't have any picture of, which I was kind of bummed about. But I mean, like their side detail looks. I mean, just that transition
I like
looks
the window.
really flowy.
vent
Yeah, that's
windows.
really good.
Yeah, I mean these side window pieces in there with just looks nice. Some areas look better than others, but it's still
It's
Looks
great.
pretty decent to me.
Yeah.
I'd say this is a solid 8 for me.
I'm good with an 8.
I'll go with a
Yeah.
9 just for the color and creativity of just like
Mm.
not being afraid to put
Sure.
all of these
It's Star
characters
Wars. You need
into
to
it.
go in white, bluish, gray.
It needs to only be in light bluish gray. That's the only thing that Star Wars can be built in.
Anyone brave enough to put it just like actually the timeline will not. And anyone brave enough
Actually,
to do that is just,
these characters would never ever be together.
you know, like
First of all.
First of all, let me stop you there, brother.
We hitting it with an 8.
I think an 8.
yeah, I think it is good.
Man, we're gonna give that first 8 out then.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool. Oh, no.
Ask me about my wiener.
The
Ask me about my wiener.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
That takes
He
me back.
didn't do that.
Great movie.
Oh, he did.
And just remember, if
You did that,
anybody
didn't you?
has any movie ideas that can be used, let me know.
Noted.
We could do a Harry Potter one. A Harry
this is the
Potter one
last
would be
one?
fun.
Sent in anonymously. I just messed up saying anonymous, but we're gonna roll with it.
Do it anonymously.
Anonymously. See anonymously. But it's a
It was
pretty
a
nice
simile.
build. Very simple. I like it. I like the
That's
laser
Star Wars
force
build. It's
thing.
gray.
Yeah, look, it's a perfect 10.
Is that Hoth?
Is that hot? Are those snow troopers?
I like the force field fence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks pretty nice.
nice.
I like that they edited their translucent
Big
lights
base.
and stuff to really stick out. That was a nice touch.
The one on the front, the big one, looks like a minifig head almost, with like the way the shine is.
Who?
The translucent yellow on the front right there,
Oh,
with the shine, it almost looks like a minifig head.
you know what it reminds me of?
A
Makes me
translucent
think of
yellow.
whenever you go swimming, like when you were a kid, and there's that big pool light on the side of the pool
yeah.
in the wall. That's what it keeps reminding me in my head.
This is-
But I
This is
like
what-
this wall design.
mhm.
I haven't seen that in a long time, and I was like, that's really slick. I have to give it to him on that. And I
How
like
is
to see
it-
that the clones.
Go
are
back to that. How is that being held up though?
Outside.
tile. I mean, tile and plate.
Oh, I see.
So it just goes plate.
Yeah, I see.
Tile,
So each
brick.
section, each
tile.
section's this individual thing.
Yeah.
Lego History Sam said we need to do the Battleship movie where they're firing hot dogs out of the battleship guns.
There you go.
I can do that.
Do it.
Trevor said I just rejoined to see that. That's a Mega Bloks part. It was a headlight piece.
Oh.
Oh, did you bring Mega Bloks to the game?
Who?
You.
Oh no. No. No.
Is that a Mega Bloks?
No.
DQ.
Yeah.
Is that a Mega Bloks piece?
Time to give him black holes, son.
Is it though? Is that a headlight piece?
I'm pretty sure that is. Well, that does look like a Mega Block piece.
The only thing that's throwing
First,
me
I
off is
thought
the
it was a
line.
boat stud. I thought it was a boat stud, but what you would see through the boat stud is not that. I think it's
Yeah,
a Mega
you
Block.
wouldn't see these lines coming through.
Right.
Oh, you guys want to see an eclipse?
Oh man.
You're right. That's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. Not today.
Oh, that's funny.
Man.
I love that one. That's my favorite one. It's not like I snuck that one.
no.
Dude, Mayo, why you gotta call me out like that? How many mocks do I have on backlog? Too many. We don't talk about Bruno.
Less than you have Pringles cans.
That's probably true. I got 1, 2, 3. 3? Yeah, 3.
And you'll know something like really, really sad about like the whole mock thing. I want to take apart the castle and start this Battle of the Bulge so bad, and the castle's like together, like it's done.
Just spend 2 days just filming.
I've got to take it to. I got to take it to Brick Universe. I got to take it to Brick Fair. I got to take it to Brick Fair. It's packed up. It's in a box.
A while to take that apart. You're waiting for Brick Fair.
Well, Brix Borough is in September, so my plan is to. I finished my first like color separation all the way through. Reddish brown is done. Next up will be black. Well, I don't know. It might be dark bluish gray because I've got a bunch of wanted lists that have dark bluish gray in it, and I might just do all the dark bluish gray next. That way I can knock out what I have. But I think what I'm going to do is build the church like within the next week or two. And then build the castle back out after all the pieces are separated, and then do my last video on the castle, and then put it back up in the boxes and call it done.
Good call.
Can Lego History Sam wants to know if I can do a ship next. That'll be interesting after the Bulge. I would love to say I'm going to do something other than Star Wars, but I really need to do this Star Wars thing that I've been talking about for like 2 years now.
10-year plan. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, if I wait very much longer, I'm going to have. I mean, I already have a decent army. Like, I guess that's the bad thing, or the easy thing is the army's pretty much paid for. So I won't have to buy minifigs for the Star Wars mod. Well, I do want to do a bunch of like Jedi, so I guess I'll have to buy some.
That's just like you start just adding them on if a Bricklink store has them.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do with Ewoks or like little pieces, just like, do you have any of these? Do you have any of these? And it's just like
That's what I've been like going to stores and ordering an insane amount of white pieces. I bet with the order I purchased yesterday and the order I got Monday, I bet I've placed at least 5,000 white pieces.
It's fun.
And that's not including what I bought at the Lego store and what I have.
Bricklink is so fun. It's too fun. Like, I get too much enjoyment out of buying on Bricklink, and like it's great. And then I have to sort, and I'm like, I'm behind like 15 Bricklink orders. It's just like, you should actually part this out now and remember what you're using these for.
Oh, you have no idea. You have any idea how many since I've started this, like, so I've separated all the Lego pieces by color, and now I'm going in and separating them by part. How many times I'm like, man, I didn't remember I ordered this. That's why I ordered it twice more.
Yeah. Oh, Bricks and Pieces is the worst because I'll forget that I ordered a slew, and 3 months later it shows up, and I'm like,
Lauren, I've got 50 horses because I bought 25 of them, forgot that I bought 25 of them, and bought 25 more. I've got 50 horses.
Honestly, it's one of the most driving factors of why I want to get together like my insurance list so I could like put a rider on my house insurance to like have all this insured, is just mostly to know what my inventory is. Because I'll forget I have this many of a set and it goes on sale, and I'm like, I'll pick up 2 more, and I'm like, oh, I already have 4 of them. Wow.
I've got like sets back here that I bought to give away that like I literally care nothing about owning, and I'm just like sitting here like wondering what I need to do with them. So I've
gotten better. It's really been about honing in on what I really want, and so I've been tempted by things like DC, but I'm just like, no, I don't. I need to focus on when you're interested in sets, multiple IPs, and trying to mock.
I'll honestly say that I've probably, especially out of our panel, I don't know about the chat, but I have bought less Lego sets, but more Lego pieces than anyone.
I would like, after seeing like the castle and like even Trans Blue, it takes so much. And I understand that if you really are going all in on mocks, you can really only afford like some fun sets but mostly parts.
Well, like sets to me, I'm one of those ones that like, and I've realized it more and more. I actually had a talk today with a buddy of mine about this. Is like I realize more and more that if I buy a set and build it, I'm disappointed that I spent the $90 on it or whatever it is, because I don't feel like this is going to sound really stupid, but you know what a $90 like Harry Potter set looks like, right? So I don't know if it's going to show you. Do you see how big this tank is?
I mean, it's pretty.
This, so I don't have
like can Cheesy live in it?
So that's a minifig.
Ah.
This tank didn't cost $90.
But it would if Lego put out a vehicle.
But I will tell you that this is my first time building a tank other than Brickmania, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it as much.
So that's not from Brickmania?
No.
So instructions and pieces included was less than $90.
Yeah. Well, instructions were given to me for free.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, pieces were under $90. And what's crazy is it has more detail in it than a Brickmania set, because so the turret just kind of like sets on it and pops right off.
Oh yeah.
But the shell also sits on it because it has a full interior.
That's cool.
That's nice.
But I don't like how big and bulky it is. One of the reasons why I built this was because like this tank actually didn't even exist. Like it existed, but it was a joke. It intrigued me. The instructions were free, and it was minifig scale. So I was like, I'm gonna buy it and see what it is. And I don't like it. I've actually
like a statue.
I mean, there's like no color breaks in it whatsoever.
No,
there's none.
It's all gray.
And I've actually thought about, like, even though I built it, I might do like a short or in a reel about it or whatever, and then I might just throw the parts back into like, because I have like a separate box that all of like my like. So if I go to a store, for instance, and I'm sure Lauren did it when she was building her last mock.
2 years ago.
I'm sure Drew's done something similar to you. But if you go to a Lego store, like let's say, for instance, you use a lot of tan masonry bricks. You go to a Bricklink store, you're going to buy them all. That's what I normally do with some of this stuff.
Sorry, I've been up since 2:30 this morning, so
okay.
I couldn't fall back to sleep. What?
All of these pieces are just probably going to get recycled back into my military bin.
Yeah.
And I'll just use them for whatever.
Or you could just give it to me.
Yeah. What's your address? Are you going to tell
Internet
me?
safety people.
And Richard, just throw them in that tub down there that Tori's got to pick up.
Yeah, I don't know about all that because this is a lot of light bluish gray tile.
Hey, look, I agree with Rob Claxton.
We don't mind.
You should do a life-size statue of Drew Brix and take to Lego conventions with hot dogs in his hands.
We can change our segment rather than what are they building. We can change it to where did it come from.
There you go. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Cotton Eye Joe.
And now's the time when Drew's like just out of it.
I didn't even smell any spray.
Sleep deprived, cold medicine, delirious before.
Well, he also like sniffs spray foam for a living.
Don't sniff spray foam. I should have.
He's been seeing the eclipse for the last 10 days.
What do you mean? I still see it. I stared at it for like 15 seconds.
My eyes hurt.
And Mayo, there is no comparison between Brickmania and Kobe. Kobe is horrible. Like I've said it so many times.
Kobe's disgusting.
If you want me to do a comparison video, you buy the Kobe stuff because I refuse.
Refusal.
I refuse it.
Well, I mean, Brickmania is almost like a luxury item, like a niche luxury item, like in the space. I have plenty of idea. I've been in those stores. I own some minifigs. I own one.
Well, you've bought stuff for Shy, right?
Oh yeah, I'm Shy's personal shopper.
There you go.
When it comes to when he can't go to Virginia and stuff, and so
I'm
he
trying to
sends
get
me
Shy to
all-
do that for me now because the Miramar store is giving
Yeah.
out that, or not giving out, but they're selling that. I'm like, are you going? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, but it's in like SoCal, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, so are you going? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, if you go.
Yeah, no, I've been in line. We've picked up the.
Yeah, I was gonna say Drew don't
releases.
know this, but was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Me, Lauren, and like 4 other people all stood in line to buy minifigs for other people.
Yeah, we were bodies. They needed a pulse, and I'm like, "Aye, aye, Captain."
And then
Because,
I was upset that I didn't get one, so I got Fick to go buy me one.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, the Heights. They're well placed. I mean, it's always really fun to walk in there. I don't have any extra. I would still like to complete like the Hamilton lineup, but that would be really it. Or if they came out with any other, I really like picking up some of the custom like women that they do or female like icons that they do. So I have a small section of those.
Do you have Rosie the Riveter?
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite minifig they've done, and I don't know, like, I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so much character.
I've got her. I've got the what's the lady that came up with the
donuts? Oh, I can't name them. It's been a while. I have the Ukrainian
sniper.
Yeah, sniper, but she's like the Ukrainian guardian.
Oh, yeah.
The statue.
Yeah, I think
one of my favorite figures, which actually I knew like the history behind her before they even came out with the figure, but the Russian sniper, the Lady Death.
Oh yeah, I think I have her.
Lady Death.
So I'll go in there like because we always go in there to peruse and stuff, and I'll pick up things for Shy and whatnot. But
I'm afraid that this year is going to be another monster that I don't like. I've already went like down a deep hole.
Yeah, be careful. Spend responsibly, guys. That's fine. That's why I'm working so much. So I just need a pool, emergency fund, retirement, etc.
If I was single and lived by myself, I would probably be doing the same. I mean,
but I got a safety net.
Yeah, it's like
I understand. No.
Like all your workers are like, oh my God, Lauren's so responsible. She's coming into work extra. She's saving money for like retirement. And meanwhile, you're just like bricklink.
I am doing all those and bricklink. That's how I afford bricklink. That's how I can tell myself that I'm like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna.
I had an argument with a guy I work with the other day. He was like, I was picking because I made a Monday. I am not happy to say this, I guess, but I made a $250 Brickmania order. And
that's some change,
in a bucket.
Dude, I spend that like 5 times a day.
And
make it easier than that.
He was like, what are you gonna do about your like savings with 401k and stuff? And I was like, well, I have a 401k. He's like, yeah, but you're taking money out of it. I'm like, I've met you that no one in this entire building is putting in the amount of 401k I am. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm putting in 15% a paycheck. And I was like, and I just made a $250 order. He was like, well, why wouldn't you just put more towards savings? I was like, because retirement, I might not be able to see. I was like, I could die Wednesday, but guess what? That Lego order I get on Tuesday, it's going to make me pretty happy.
I think there's a very responsible balance of please acknowledge that to try, like, save for your future self. Don't steal from your future self, but don't do it so aggressively that you just don't have any fun whatsoever, and you don't every now and then treat yourself to projects that you're going to remember, that you're going to share with a community, that you're going to be able to reuse. It's definitely a balance that people have to figure out for themselves.
I just realized that
that healthy balance is.
I just realized I was sitting here taking apart this tank before I'd done this video on it.
Nice.
I'm done with this now.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like this thing. I'm killing it. But yeah, I totally agree with Lauren. Like, I don't know. I've always been one to. I've not really been good with money ever.
Well, I think I think this has gone through Kat. This has gone through a lot of things and has been brought to light, and it's easier now because of YouTube and stuff. But our generation just wasn't. They didn't teach us about interest rates and like what is a 401k, 403b, IRA, what's the tax limit? You know, like
Are those all Lego terms? What is that?
what? I find it
That number
fascinating.
401k, I've never heard of that one.
I'll do it. You know, they taught us I could make an orange Julius and bunted a deer coming out of a like fabric, but let's not talk about taxes.
Just give everything to the man. Just give it to the man. Pay the man.
It's just I did my taxes this morning. I was very proud of myself. Whole 5 days early. Look at me.
This is the first year that I've paid someone to do my taxes.
Nice. I'm so easy. I'm a W-2 girly and it's great. I've got 3 papers. And if TurboTax tells me, and I'm like, great. If I get audited, I'm like, guys, these are the 3 papers I have every year. So here you go.
Don't look at the Lego over here, but here's my 3 papers.
This is This is a separate investment because some of my friends came over, and they were like, "Do you have this insured?" And I'm like, "I'm working on it, guys, because you have to go through and." You have to have everything itemized, and then you have to pull over the information for used and all that stuff from a reputable source, which I guess is acknowledged Brix set essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So
your friend to be like, it's a shame if something bad happened to them. Hopefully you have it insured.
I've been really so I've been a huge collector of Lego, of course, for the past couple of years. I've always been huge into buying Hot Wheels, and not Hot Wheels that are like expensive, but just ones that I would technically like cars I would own, like normal cars. And then I've always had, and I haven't bought any in a while, but I have a huge collection of comic books.
Yeah.
And now I've started buying, like in the past year, Black Series figs. But I've not bought really Star Wars or much Hot Wheels. Comic books or much Hot Wheels. It's really just like Black Series and Lego. And I was sitting here the other day and I was like, because everything is insured up until like I started bringing all this Lego in.
Yeah.
And like I sit there and like think about like, you know, the castle is probably worth what my comic book collection is, maybe not. I don't know. And like I sat down to like start going through there's a website that I got pretty smart with that kind of does, I think Brick does it, but you can go in and put all your Lego sets and it'll tell you like the worth. So I did that with my comics a couple years ago, and I looked and I was just like, you know, they're sitting in a like closet, like they're not really, they're protected, don't get me wrong, but I was like, I'm not doing nothing with them. I was like, I might just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you know, it's always something that you can think about. Like I love TCGs, and every now and then I'll go through a spurt. If there's a Pokemon series that comes out, or like some of my friends have gotten really deep into Disney Lorcana, and so TCG, and it's just fun, and it's just that hit of just kind of like searching and, you know, the rarities and having. And it's so much easier to store. You can have so many, and they just take up so little room for someone obsessed with displaying Lego. That I was like, thank goodness. But those are my 2 vices.
Every single one of the original like 150 Pokemon.
Yeah.
With like one of every trainer, a couple like rare like fossil cards. And when Pokemon hit big in like the middle of COVID, I sold them all. And I was like, now that I look back, I would almost rather have those than the comics I have.
You could get a lot of those back pretty easily, like if you really wanted them one day. But it is something sentimental about your collection because I'll never. I knew I was going to take those Pokemons like my childhood Pokemon cards to the grave.
Well, like I actually played though, like that. I mean, like I was one of the kids that's what I did.
Nice.
Trevor said that Lauren, that he's gone down the Lorcana rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, and it's a really fun game. So,
are the cards actually worth like?
Some of them.
Really?
But it's a really easy entry game. Like the mechanics of it. It's kind of I akin it to like Pokemon Magic for Disney, and so it's really fun. And they're almost on their 4th series of prints, so it's good. It's for the Disney adults. It's a lot of fun. They even came out with Star Wars Unlimited as a Star Wars TCG right now. That's kind of has some steam to it. So I don't know how to play that one, but I do know how to play a Disney Pokemon. So it's so many things to collect.
Yeah,
It's dangerous. I had to stay away. I'm like, Lauren, May 4th, June 1st. We got to stay focused. And I have a 30-inch by 30-inch spot registered for Brick World. So I got to come up with something to build.
So you're not taking your haul. You're literally going to do something new.
I don't have a haul. I have pieces and plans and a vision for a haul.
No. I meant your not your haul. Your yeah.
I took the prophecy 2 years ago. I don't want to repeat.
Oh, so you got to do it before June? I mean August.
I mean, I'm just going to do some small. I'm just going to do some small builds.
Yeah, but when you put it off for a month, that becomes 2 months, and then.
I work best under pressure. I did.
Just gonna be walking through Brick Fair and see a base plate with like 3 figures just sitting on it. And
no, I will not display anything I'm not proud of. I've got plans, and I've got some backups just in case. I can redisplay some things if I really need to. I can take my Bobad's character.
I could sell you a corner of the castle.
There you go.
I have enough pieces of things that I certainly have enough to do something with, and I just don't have time off until May. So it'll just be the last.
It is getting that time.
Yeah,
it is.
Drew's falling asleep.
My voice is now completely gone.
Do you have anything, Lauren, that you want to shout out?
Not really. I'm here. I'm still around, even though I disappeared from content. I'm around. I'm just in the hospital, still getting over some things, but
in the store, getting ready for vacation.
Are you displaying at Virginia or Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's at Virginia every year.
Okay.
I took a break last year. It was kind of nice after displaying my Hall of Prophecy. Last year, I didn't have anything.
I thought you were there.
I may have brought a small thing to Chicago. I was there, but I just didn't display anything.
Yeah.
I had a small thing at Chicago that I displayed with like Holly and Claire and stuff, but nothing of substance. And I don't think I brought anything to Virginia. And it was just kind of nice to not have to worry about setting up, tearing down. But I do miss it.
Who are you telling?
So
yeah. I have like an army I need to hire to help me.
Hey, Shy, listen, I millsed and did the army setup and filming for Shy with a group of us that helped him, even though he was very particular about his figures, but getting it all together, like we all helped him to get it done. So there's plenty of us available for like, what do you need me to do?
Well, so was it 3 weekends ago was the first time I've ever displayed the castle in its like form now. And it took me 4.5 hours to set it up and place minifigs. And people were like, dude, that's a long time. And I'm like, it took me 4.5 hours to build a 120,000 piece castle and place like 500 minifigs. I'm like, I don't think that's wrong at all.
That is like it's as those first, like that first night and that first day, I think, and anything set up that is less, like I think 4 hours would be the most I would want to set something up, but that's still really good for the size and doing it, like, especially like if you're on your own and placing all those minifigures.
Well, the Battle of the Bulge mock, I'm going to do one step further. It'll be a lot to set up. And with the minifigs being so expensive, I'm probably going to like take all of them up every time. and they'll be placed in like a container separated so they're not like banging around.
Mhm.
Because like I don't think a lot of people realize that I'm probably going to have a couple grand in minifigs.
Oh yeah. Oh, just like well, Shaw's was more in the quantity of his Black Falcons and the like his elephants and all that stuff. Like it's, and especially your printed, like those custom figs, it's just not worth the risk.
No.
But that's why they give you so many days. Technically, you have all those days to set up in between and stuff like that.
I had so many plans last year of I was going to come to the convention, set up, and then go do so much stuff, and I did absolutely nothing.
But you don't need to do anything. You're at the convention. It's fine.
Yeah, but like here, what'll happen is like I'll start setting up, and here'll come you'll start talking, and then next thing you know, like 5
No
hours
distractions. Then you go like.
Then Drew comes over, and like we disappear.
We're disappearing.
So drink break. You
Going to get
look
some hot
like
dogs.
you need a drink break.
Going to get some hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dog
We're
break.
gonna get some dogs. I'm gonna steal your minifigs. It's gonna be great.
You can have
I
all
walked
the
to the convention. I said that's a lot of minifigs. I wouldn't have brought that many minifigs.
I happy to be on tonight. Thank you for the invite.
Yes, thank you for
Thank
coming
you for
on.
coming.
It's been a blast.
Drew,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
nice to finally be on a live stream with you.
Yeah,
Gene.
yeah.
Love to meet more Bricklink stores. I'll definitely consider that coupon eventually.
There you go.
Nice.
She's still got 17 orders behind her.
Listen, I almost hit my 100th order on Bricklink. I know
Wow.
that's like baby numbers to most people, but I was.
I think I have
around.
100 orders in Gene's store alone.
Probably. Probably. See, now you're making me curious.
I'm going to look right now while Drew tells us what he's got going on.
Dying.
Allergy
Dude,
medicine.
I honestly keep trying to get this video out, but I just get so work is crazy ramped. Like we're moving right now from a 9,000 square shop to a 90,000 square foot shop, and so
Brixie, calm down.
right, and then like taking like the safety lead is just like so much extra stuff, which I love doing. It's been great. Like at the end of this month, I get to go to Wisconsin for a training, so I'm very excited about that for some crane stuff.
You going to eat some dogs?
A lot of, besides doing Sundays and Wednesdays, a lot of my time will be focused on work.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
and finding a car and finding a place to live in a few months. It's going to be great.
Well, Drew, I
It
told
really
you
is. It's a fun time.
You wouldn't have had to move if you'd have just shut your mouth.
What?
Whoa.
I don't even know what that means.
You said you got to find a new place to live. I said, told you wouldn't have had to move if you'd have just shut your mouth. Had to put the smack down.
Oh. I'm still lost, but we're going to go with that.
What about you, Gene? What you got?
So, Richard, just since you're curious, you've only placed 81 orders in our store.
Ooh, call him out. Get him where
Get
it
those
burns.
numbers up.
Well, what about all
the
what about all the special deliveries?
Oh, like the free strings you got today.
I was about to say, like, what about this order?
Not the special deliveries.
Those don't count. But Lauren, we're like you. We're about to celebrate also. We should hit order number 6,000 before midnight tonight. We're at 59.98 right now.
That's exciting.
That means I need to place another order.
If you want to be 6,000,
It's time for Lauren to
Hey,
place
white
that order with the
pieces?
discount code.
Listen, I like browsing. I'll have some shopping carts there, and then when I want to pull the trigger or like
Yeah.
something will go on sale, I was just like, okay.
I'll have like 7 cards.
So Lauren, the funny thing, Richard
there we
wanted to
go.
be number 5,000, and he couldn't ensure that he was 5,000. So he was 49.98, 49.99, 5,000, and 5,001.
There you go.
Back to back. Oh, could you combine shipping on those?
All because he loves me.
Yeah, he combines shipping every time. Tori drives it to his office.
It's
To his shop.
like, they're less than like a mile from my work.
There you go.
Convenient.
Yeah,
But I
but
And I like his and like his wife.
yeah, and Tori likes his wife. So, yeah. So what we've got going this week, and you hear this a lot from us, trying to rebuild inventory. We're going to take a short vacation and go to a Bronco event next week. So we may or may not be able to participate on this next week, but we were trying to build up inventory before we left, and we were at, I don't know, 558,000 pieces or something. And we sold 15,000 pieces in the last week.
Jeez.
Business is good.
Yeah, it helped her retire 5 years early from teaching.
And my mom was a teacher.
Yes, I sat here and listened to you guys talk about taxes, and I was just cringing, thinking about what I have to do in the next 3 days before we leave.
Well, Trevor said he'll fill in.
Tag me in, Coach.
So, but yeah, that's our week.
Trevor, you got to be really good at Bricklink and looking up the pieces we need help finding.
Identifying.
But
19,000 gigawatts.
I will be. So I'm not gonna lie. I've already laid out the base of the church. Once this raised round on the table is added to the rest of the inventory in the box or boxes, I'll be going through dark bluish gray, and I'm gonna immediately start building the church. The church to be done. I'll be doing a video, like I said. I didn't really expect to, but I'm going to be doing one now on how I don't like this piece of shit tank.
Yeah. It's always when you're inspired by something you really like or really don't like. They're like, I gotta make a video on this.
Well, I have a buddy.
I lost my attention span there for a minute. Could you tell me how you really feel about those things?
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. I had a buddy who was a huge military guy, and he bought a whole bunch of third-party instructions from another company that I'm going to be more than happy to mention in this video. And this was the first thing that it intrigued me because it was big. It was minifig scale. And even though it's big, it just, I feel like a lot of the techniques are stole from Brickmania.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other stuff that's inside of it, just like,
isn't worth it.
Yeah. It wasn't that expensive to build, don't get me wrong.
Right. But at the end of the day, like, you're glad you got to experience it to know that you're not missing out on anything from there.
Well, the sad thing is I still have like 30 instructions from them. So I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is look through some of the stuff and possibly build it in studio and see how I feel about it. Because I tend to do that a lot, but this is, I don't know.
Studio is an art.
Yeah, it's been easier and easier, but this is just like why isn't none of this attached?
It's like the Millennium Falcon of just like, I'm gonna place you here, and
like
I'm gonna place you here.
This just sits on top.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I mean, it does. It's got movement.
But
studded down. I can come up with worse things.
Yeah, but like when you compare that to the awesomeness of like this little thing.
Yeah. How do you can't compare that. You can't compare those.
So let's just bullshit on another company. But I would like to thank everybody for watching. It's been fun. Next week we got a very special guest. That I don't know. Should we tell him who it is?
Who is it?
Have you already forgot?
I forget everything. I know nothing.
Well,
remember, I'm just here chain cuffed to my table all day.
Well, don't move. Told you to quit trying. I give you water.
Not enough, my lord. I'm still.
But next week will be Battlefield Brix himself.
Yes, sir.
So
that's cool.
So the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, he'll be trying to hide a hot dog in the mock, and not us try to find it. Plus, being a guest.
Yeah. Thank you again, Lauren, for being on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Lauren. It's great.
Yeah, thank you. No, I enjoyed it. I always like catching up on live streams. I have some nights where I just listen to a lot of Lego content all the time. I'm either lurking, replay gang, or something. Just I like to keep a pulse on what's going on, and there's so many lovely pockets of the community that it's cool to listen to. So this is one I'll definitely be keeping up more with and filling in the background.
Yeah.
I gotta catch up.
Gotta catch up on all that lore.
Everybody, take it easy. and peace.